So, what's the pitcher's first name?
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Moody Park for the second game of a nice doubleheader on a beautiful evening here in early June. We've got the Generals and the Mammoths facing off. These two teams tied 0-0 in a historical event to open up the season. 10 innings of zero-run baseball, but we're off and running tonight with a pitch right in there for a called strike. From tonight's starting pitcher for the Mammoths, Anthony Ungaro. Giacomo, what can you tell me about Anthony?
Anthony coming off a very successful senior year at Paul VI. Kid is committed to Stockton College. Rocked a 1.67 ERA in his senior year across 29 and a third innings pitched, only giving up 7 earned runs. So very successful in his senior campaign for the Eagles.
Ungaro even in the count, 1-1 now. And the third pitch of the at-bat is, they're going to say he went.
Nice looking breaking ball there from Mungaro. It's got a lot of that side-to-side sweep action. Getting an uncomfortable swing right there.
So it's 1-2 now for Mungaro. This one's fouled off. James Schaefer in the box. One of the few Pennsylvanians we have here at the ECCBL. It's 1-2.
Schaefer off to a pretty solid start here in ECCBL. Only 3 for 8, so small sample size, but 3 hits and 8 at-bats. It's one of the better numbers we've seen today.
1-2 is in there for a called strike 3. And Ungaro retires the first batter he faces. And the Mammoths are off and running with one quick out here.
Yeah, a little bit
behind the right arm.
A little bit of an announcer jinx right there, telling Schaefer that he had a good start to the season. Ungaro getting the strikeout look. He got the better James Schaefer there in the leadoff hole.
Now standing tall in this left-handed batter's box is Luke Gear.
Aguirre coming off a nice game against the Quakerstown Blazers that we covered on Sunday. Aguirre went 1 for 2 with the double that almost got out, hit the top of the wall in his first ECCBL game this summer.
He's behind 1-0 to begin. The offering. Popped up sky high on the edge of the infield. Going back on it is and under it. And the Mammoths have out number 2. So here comes Alex Bischoff.
Number 34.
Going into his sophomore year at Mercer County Community College. Hails from Hamilton, New Jersey. Still trying to get his feet under him in the ECCBL.
I want to shout out Jake Pope on that infield flyout. Took it way back onto the outfield grass. Made a nice play. Saw a lot of infield pop flies dropped earlier in the prior game. So Jake Pope being a little bit cleaner there on defense for the Mammoths.
You know, when the sun's hanging as low as it is, it can catch the ball in weird positions sometimes and make people's lives harder back there in the infield. But Ungaro's ahead in the count 0-1 here and delivers. This one swung on and missed. Bischoff took a big cut of it, but came back with no dice. It'll be 0-2. Ungaro sets and is 0-2. In there for a called strike 3, and just like that, easy as you like, Alex Ungaro goes 3 up, 3 down, no runs, no hits, no men left, and we go to the bottom of the first. Back with you here in the bottom of the first after a routine 3-up, 3-down top. It comes to the bottom of the first, and it'll be Nico DeGrazio on the bump. Washington College freshman last year, going into his sophomore year out there. His first offering inside for a ball. DeGrazio's got one appearance to his name, one start rather, so far in the ECCBL. Went 4 innings, 4-hit ball. Got the win. No runs allowed, so, you know, he showed some nice poise out there on the mound so far this year. 1-1 down low.
And DeGrazio across over 100 innings between 2 years at Washington College, rocking a 5.2 ERA. Only giving up 63 earned runs, so not the best, not the worst, but as you mentioned, pretty great and pretty sharp in his first start. Hopefully he can continue that on today for the Gems.
So it's 3-1 now. Hitters count. The 1 to Morin is in there for a called strike. So it'll be full.
Mulhern off to a really hot start here in ECCBL, batting .500, 3 for 6 total on the year so far, with hitting an RBI as well.
Sophomore at Salve Regina hits this one up the middle. That could get in the outfield, and it does. So the first at-bat of the ball game for the Mercer Mammoths is a base runner. And there's one aboard with nobody gone here in the bottom of the first.
Two different, very different sides of the story. Anthony Ungaro, 3 up, 3 down, nice and easy. Nico DeGrazio facing a little bit of turbulence here early with the leadoff knock.
So DeGrazio is going to settle back in. The righty winds and delivers, and this one's lifted. Carrying still, back and left, and the catch is being made. Bischoff was under it. Mullen's going to jog back to first. Was trying to get a big jump on something he could have believed to be extra bases.
Yeah, Jake Pope, one of those Mammoths, also off to a very hot start, batting 6 for 11 on the year, making 6 for 12 after he gave that ball a ride. Just couldn't find a gap.
Jack Hughes steps up. Big left-hander takes a rip, and it'll get down for a base hit. The runner went, so Mullen's going to think about going to third, but ultimately wheel back to second. So it's runners on first and second here with one gone, as DeGrazio is trying to settle in here in the bottom of the first.
From Mercer County College, the EH, number 31, Joey Socorro.
Brings up Joey Socorro.
And Hughes recently just committed to Townsend, so congratulations to him on getting picked up finally in the transfer portal.
Socorro in the portal himself. Exhausted his eligibility over there at Mercer County Community College. But he's put together a pretty boom or bust campaign so far this year in the ECCBL. But he's in the right-handed batter's box now. Ahead 1-0 in the count and the pitch. Fouled back. Probably wiggled our camera a little bit, and it did. So if you're watching at home, you might want to turn your phone about 35 degrees to the left to get an even view. Oh, my broadcast partner here is going to try to maybe fix it mid-inning, or he's just standing up for no reason. Now he's putting the headset down. I think he's going to try to fix it mid-inning. The 1-1, way up and inside, so it's 2-1. I mean, gee, you were a baseball player this year. I'm seeing some athleticism from you right now. He's climbing up. He's getting it wiggled around. It is definitely not straight. Nope, definitely not straight. A little bit straight. 2 1s inside, so it'll be 3-1 with runners on first and second. See, the problem is you're getting a chain link there in the top right corner. We'll fix it between innings for now, but it's 3-1. DeGrazio winds and delivers. Runners go from second to third, firing over and not in time. But still, it didn't matter. The fourth ball of the at-bat pushes the bases loaded here in the bottom of the first with just one gone.
Yeah, you just mentioned it right there, Luke. DeGrazio only able to muster 1 out so far. In danger of giving up his first run of his ECCBL summer so far.
DeGrazia, this one's lifted and it'll get down for a base hit. Hughes could come around third, but he's not going to. Play at the plate is past the catcher. Salmon couldn't get his glove down onto it.
And that's Tori McKenzie's second RBI in ECCBL. Another one of these Mammoths off to a great start. 3 for 8, now make it 4 for 9 on the summer for Tori McKenzie on the RBI single.
As now it's my turn to try to make sure the camera looks good. And that's probably the best we're going to get right now. And that's probably a little bit better. Base is still loaded here. 0-0. Opens up the at-bat with a pitch inside. Wright's at the dish for the Mammoths, and DeGrazia is still on the bump. He's getting deep into that pitch count. Just 15 so far through 1 inning. And the 1-0. Swing and a miss on the outside corner.
MJ Wright, uncommitted senior, just graduating from Del Barton High School. Hit 348 in his senior season with the Green Wave.
1-1. Swing and a miss.
Way out in front of the breaking ball. MJ Wright's going to be able to wait back. Take the team at bat here, falling down on a 1-2 count. Just want to try and poke something the other way, get a nice little RBI, extend this lead, put up a crooked number.
Wright digs in. Bases loaded, 1 gone. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. He got him on the outside corner. Wright goes down Fannin. 3 swings and 3 misses in that at-bat, and he hits the pine. There's 2 gone in the bottom of the first.
I mean, that's the definition of a whiff right there. Disgusting looking breaking ball from Nico DeGrazia on the mound.
So Chris Babkowski is going to come up. Going into his sophomore year at Alvernia University as the first pitch is in there for a called strike. So ahead in the count right now.
Babowski at 293 in his freshman campaign. So pretty good numbers here from a freshman over at Alvernia.
So it's 0-2. DeGrazio on the bump. Checks the runners. Comes set and delivers. Outside. Nice stop there by Salmon.
DeGrazio working with a lot of that tempo right now. We saw him kind of get a little bit flustered with those couple leadoff base runners. Now starting to get in a little bit more of a groove despite giving up the earned run.
So it's still 1-2. 2 gone. Bases loaded. DeGrazio's pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Ball in the dirt. Runner's going to take off for seemingly no reason as there's 3 outs, but not before a little bit of damage is done. The trickle begins for the Mammoth. They lead 1-0, and we will not get a repeat of the 0-0 tie we had between these 2 teams to start the season at Moody Park. We'll be back with you after these messages.
Hi, my name is Dr. Philip Glassner. I'm a hip and knee replacement specialist at Mid-Jersey Orthopedics. We're a multi-specialty orthopedic practice with offices in Flemington, Bridgewater, and Washington, New Jersey. We have 18 fellowship-trained specialists to take care of you from your neck down to your toes. We offer conservative management such as bracing, therapy, and injections through surgical interventions as well. Our goal is to keep you active and healthy and get you back in the game. We also offer on-site digital x-ray as well as MRI. We have evening and Saturday morning office hours to assist with convenient appointment times, as well as having walk-in appointments available. Call us or visit our website at midjerseyorthopedics.com so we can help you to live life better.
Back with you here at Moody. After 1 run in the bottom of the first, the Mammoths lead the Generals 1-0. As the first pitch of the inning is swung on and missed.
Yeah, Justin Sestowicki the leadoff man for the Gens. The transfer from UNC, out of UNC now to Elon.
The 0-1. This one is lifted hard and far. It could go, and it's off the wall. Around first and digging in a second is Sestawicki. He'll get there standing. And honestly, a more muted celebration than I was expecting, but he gets his time. He takes off his elbow pad, and wow, the Generals are coming out ripping here in the top of the second. That ball was hot off the bat.
Sestawicki coming off a nice 1-for-2 game against Quakerstown just on Sunday, just continuing that hot streak right there. Sestawicki rips the ball in the left center gap. It's just what the doctor ordered. A leadoff double for the Jets, trying to get that run back they just gave up.
Ungaro, after going 3 up, 3 down in the first, gives up a leadoff double, and the first pitch of the next at-bat is fouled on a check swing.
Not the greatest looking swing there from C.J. Wisniewski, who's only 2 for 15 so far in his ECCBL stint. Does have 2 doubles and 4 RBIs, though.
The 0-1, swing and a miss.
Now that's not 1 but 2 disgusting looking swings from Wisniewski. I mean, Ungaro has been keeping these Gens hitters off balance pretty well so far, despite the double.
Redshirt junior at NJIT. He lives for Monroe, New Jersey, Wisniewski. And he's staring down an 0-2 pitch here. Can't get the outside corner. It'll be 1-2.
Yeah, just tried to a little bit too much with the breaking ball. Missed down. If you just trust the stuff, he'll make it up just a little bit.
Ungaro comes set. Winds and delivers. In there for a called strike 3, and Wisniewski will sit down. Ungaro's 3rd strikeout of the evening is his 2nd one looking.
And that's a great tunnel, Luke. I mean, just missed with that curveball down, just throw the fastball right on the same plate, hit that down and away corner. Beautiful execution there by Anthony Ungaro.
So now Dane Jorgensen's going to step into the batter's box. The pitch from Ungaro is fouled back. Whacks the fence, but the camera, despite shaking, stands strong. Shows the work we put in between innings is ultimately worth it, at least for now.
Put some blood, sweat, and tears into fixing that camera in between innings.
No kidding. And so the 0-1, Ungaro comes set, checks the runner, and delivers. In there for a called strike.
Ungaro is attacking these Gens hitters. He is not afraid of any of them right now.
Staring down Jorgensen. Ungaro gets the signals. Checks the runner and delivers. Outside. First time you really feel like he's missed this at-bat, and one of the few times you really feel like he's missed all game so far.
I mean, most definitely. I feel like he's almost done anything and everything he's wanted to do to any hitter today.
And he delivers. Runner goes from 2nd to 3rd, and that one's fouled off, trying to orchestrate some kind of hit and run. It'll land in the parking lot and seemingly not make any contact with a car. That's a lot where people park if they want to get their cars hit, but thankfully for the people over there, no contact yet.
When you park here at Moody Field, you gotta make sure you're parking a ways away. Gotta turn that brain on, make sure that we're not parking anywhere close to the field.
Well, I mean, there's that, and then there's where I park today, which certainly feels like it's in Narnia. But, you know, I made it here. I made the marathon trek over to the press box.
Parked over all the way out there in left field?
Yeah. No, I'm unfortunately not as bad as my first day here. The 1-2 was swung on and missed. And Jorgensen will sit down. Another strikeout for Ungaris. He's having an evening. I'm in the lot where everybody else is. I'm just all the way on the end. Beats my first day here when I parked, good Lord, in a different zip code. But a busy night tonight here at Moody. Lots of basketball going on. Every Wednesday night, they got runs going on in those courts.
Love it. May have to hit it up after the game.
Yeah, no kidding. As Ungaro opens the at-bat with an outside ball.
Yeah, look, and going back to Ungaro, I mean, we talked about his great numbers at Paul VI during his senior year. His ECCBL stint only has 1 appearance so far. We're only through 1 inning, gave up 1 hit and 1 strikeout. So not a big sample size from Ungaro in ECCBL, but I mean, we're seeing a lot right now. He's been unreal attacking hitters today.
And this one's popped up Coming on it is Muller, and he's under it, and he makes the catch. So despite the hard hit leadoff double, it's 3 quick outs, including 2 strikeouts from Anthony Ungaro, who on just 22 pitches retires the final batter of the top of the second, and we go to the bottom here at Moody Park. Don't go anywhere. Back with you here in the bottom of the second at Moody Park. It's still 1-0 in favor of the Mercer Mammoths, and they're back in the batter's box. Despite a leadoff double, the Trenton Generals unable to break their 0-run figure as the first pitch of the inning is inside for a ball.
Yeah, and Luke, the storyline so far, Anthony Ungaro, 2 almost impeccable innings so far, gave up the 1 double early in the second inning, but apart from that, he has located every pitch, just completely dominating the Gens lineup through the first 6-7 hitters of the lineup.
DeGrazio still on the mound. Winds and delivers, and this one's poked fair. It'll get into the outfield. Looks like some slippage from Wisniewski. He couldn't quite keep his feet and get to that ball as it finds its way into right field, and there's a runner on for the the second consecutive inning. As Brazel reaches on the single, and it'll bring up Will Heyman, the second baseman for the Mercer Mammoth. As the first pitch of the at-bat is up high. It's DeGrazio trying to find some control on that one. Bring it back down.
Heyman still searching for his first hit in ECCBL. He's 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts on the summer.
The 1-0. This one's lifted. It'll go foul.
Good idea trying to take the fastball to the other way. I just couldn't get in front of it just enough to keep it in fair territory.
The 1-1. Heyman in the box. Brazel on first after the leadoff single. Down low. So it'll be 2-1.
I'll say DeGrazio's been missing a couple of locating them fastballs, but when he misses, he's at least keeping it down. You don't want to miss up with those, especially if you miss middle up. That's when you can get damage, and that's when some of these bigger Mammoth hitters can hit some of these balls in the gap.
The 2-1. Chopped foul. So it's 2-2 here. DeGrazio on the bump. Heyman in the box. 2-2. Slapped foul the opposite way.
Sharp breaking ball there from DeGrazio. Thought he could get the swing and miss there, but Heyman able to just barely get the tip off the end of the bat.
This will be DeGrazio's 30th pitch of the evening, with no outs here in the second inning and a runner on first. The 2-2. Outside. Sliding over to make the stop. Salmon, nice play. That'll be full.
Salmon's had a couple of nice defensive blocks right here. DeGrazia, as we mentioned, missing down with that fastball. It means the catcher got to adjust quickly, especially if it's going to skip in front of the plate. Make sure you're body blocking it. Salmon's done a great job so far.
The 3-2 takes a weird hop right out of the batter's box, but this could be 2. Flipping to Tomlinson, who fires it over to first. And he's going to be safe. I honestly couldn't see if he was safe or out.
I thought he beat him by a step. I think that's the right call over there at first base.
So they get the runner on second.
Third baseman.
But Heyman reaches first on a fielder's choice as DeGrazio pushes his way up to 32 pitches here.
I mean, that ground ball from Heyman took a bounce into the sky. It took forever to get down to Jorgensen over at second base. And, I mean, great job by Jorgensen to even give it a chance to turn that double play. But, man, that was what Ben Chadwick likes to call a moody bounce, Luke. That was ridiculous.
Yeah, that was because it came out of his bat. It came out of his bat looking like it was going to angle up the right field line, but it hits a clod of dirt and then shoots high in the air and is banking it out suddenly the other way. That one made me blink my eyes a couple times and sit back in my chair.
My bad. Sorry, Jay.
But it's 2-0 with the one gone.
It was a frustrating miss from DeGrazio with the 1-0 breaking ball. Just couldn't find the middle of the plate.
Rizzoni takes another one, so it's 3-0. And DeGrazio, I mean, at this point, pitch count's high. Still, feels like at maximum is going to go that 4 like he did last start. Kind of, what's the mindset moving forward here?
I feel like you just got to attack more. Like I mentioned, he's missing down with the fastball. That's fine. Just try and change your sights. Try and look a little bit more up. Also, that curveball has been really sharp today. I feel like he's been able to locate it too as well. So I feel like just rely on your secondary stuff more. Sometimes you can't throw the fastball. If you're relying more on the breaking ball, it can work better for you sometimes.
The 3-1. This one's lifted. Could get down in the gap, but shuffling over is Schaefer. He's there and shows his lightning speed as he slips on his throw back to first. You know, the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat kind of encapsulated in one play. Makes a nice move to close down on that ball and collect it, but then his feet go out from under him on the throw. Still, the out is the out, and the runner remains at first, so it'll be 2 gone here in the bottom of the second. Still a runner on first after a nice play by Schaefer.
I know we did the Toyota Drive of the Week earlier in the first game. I think we got to do the Toyota Wipeout of the Week out there in center field. It's going to Schaefer.
No kidding. Couldn't keep the traction out there in the grass. As DeGrazio's pitch is lined to left, but under it. No, rather, it'll bounce right in front of Bischoff. So he'll flick it on into Tomasetto. And Heyman will advance to second. As we're going to get an important house cleaning break. Pope's going to step up.
Yeah, it's Ram Mulhern on the hit. That's his 4th hit. He's 4 for 7 on the ECCBL season so far for the Mammoths. So scorching start for the Salve Regina sophomore.
Yeah, based on how these Mammoths are hitting, you would not expect or think they could possibly have a 0-0 tie across 10 innings in their first game of the season. But it lets you know, sometimes that rust is real.
Mulhern now 2 for 2 on the day by himself. Let's make that enough. 4 for 7. He's 5 for 8.
Jake Pope takes that one right in there for a called strike. So it'll be 1-1 with 2 gone here. DeGrazio nearing his 40-pitch mark, thrown 39. So his 40th of the evening is on its way. Check swing. Gonna say he went. So it'll be 1-2.
Pope 0 for 1 with the fly out today to left. Trying to fight back here in this count.
DeGrazio checks the runners and delivers. Outside and down low. Nice play by Salmon to knock that one and hold that one in the dirt.
Also, great discipline from Pope here. That's a tough pitch to lay off of. I know from up here in the booth, it looks like it's down super far. But sometimes that fastball has a little sink action. It's a tough pitch to lay off of in a 2-strike count.
So it's 2-2 with 2 gone, and the pitch is ripped. This could get down fair, but it won't. It'll trickle foul and bang off the fence. So the count remains 2-2.
Headed right over there for the group of basketball players over there. Hopefully we're not hitting them.
Yeah, lots of, again, busy night here at Moody Park.
Love it.
Runs over on the courts. Got a nice ball game going on over here at the baseball field, but it's 2-2 with 2 outs and 2 gone. Excuse me, 2 on and 2 outs. As the pitch to Pope is on its way. Up high, count will be full. Umpire making sure everybody knows the count.
Look for DeGrazio. He's going to want to rely on that fastball. He's been reluctant to throw the breaking ball and the off-speed stuff today. Look for him to challenge with the fastball.
The payoff pitch to Pope. Fouled away. High arcing far. It'll find its way out of the stadium and onto the asphalt. Headed for those hoopers over there.
I'm not sure why DeGrazio is so reluctant to throw the curveball today. It's looked really good in flashes when he's decided to throw it over. He's just been super fastball reliant today.
3-2 and 2 outs. The payoff is outside, ball 4. And for the second inning in a row, Nico DeGrazio will have the bases loaded.
And the first time he went out there, he did some damage control, only giving up the 1 run. Has a chance to control the damage right here. Strikeout, fly out, any kind of out will get him out unscathed of his second bases loaded jam of the day.
As Jack Hughes will step his way into the box. Tall right-hander. Stares down DeGrazio. First pitch of the at-bat outside. Pops his fist into his mitt. DeGrazio might not have been a big fan of that call, but nonetheless, the call is the call. As we see some bullpen action over there on the Trenton General side.
Gotta need something moving. DeGrazio, as you mentioned, that pitch count's climbing up. Also struggling to find the strike zone with his primary pitch, the fastball.
Behind in the count, 2-0 now, with the bases loaded and 2 gone.
Also facing a red-hot Jack Hughes right now. Already 1 for 1 on the day.
The 2-0. Inside.
See a little bit of body language now coming out from DeGrazio. He just simply can't locate the fastball. He's got to change his sights or something. Try getting some kind of groove, momentum, whatever you want to call it.
The 3-0. In there for a called strike. Finally found that spot. So it's 3-1 now. Hughes watched 3 fastballs miss, then sees one go basically right down the middle. You swinging away here?
Absolutely not. With how wild Nico DeGrazio's been right now, I'll look dead red, middle, and that's a maybe.
And you called it. Gee, you called it. As the 5th pitch of the at-bat is high and in. And a run will be walked in as Coach Mike Oriel is going to come out here and have a word with his pitcher, DeGrazio, who's up to 50. So it'll be a 2-0 lead for the Mercer Mammoths. Coach Coriel just chatting things up with DeGrazio.
He didn't look too pleased. I think he was talking with Sam, and that 3-1 pitch, Luke, it was a curveball. That was not a fastball. And as I mentioned, DeGrazio's been very reluctant to throw it. So I think Coriel was just a little bit confused as to why 3-1, when of all times he hasn't thrown the curveball, why he's throwing it in a 3-1 count when he's just trying to locate the fastball.
So it'll be a 2-0 lead for the Mammoths.
Number 31, the EH, Joey.
And Joey Socorro is going to step into the batter's box. Tap his bat and dig in here. With the bases loaded, he's got an opportunity to break this game open early. As DeGrazio is going to look for that strike zone. First pitch of the at-bat is fouled back, whacking the fence and shaking our camera. But it stands tall. Maybe a little bit jarred. We'll have to fix that between innings again. But
Yes, Socorro drew a walk in his first plate appearance. Look for him to be disciplined. As you mentioned, DeGrazio just walking the prior batter in. I think this is also his last at-bat if he ends up walking Socorro.
the 0-1. Fouled high. Back. Socorro not happy with himself after that pitch. Knew he could have been on it. But he'll readjust his batting gloves. Socorro with the pink cleats, the pink gloves. I'm wearing a pink shirt, so basically him and I are brothers.
A pink water bottle over there, too.
I know. It's not even October. The 0-2. This one's lined, and it'll get down for a base hit. Coming around third is Pope. He'll dig in for home. Play at the plate. He's got him by a mile. The catcher fumbles with the ball. But there's going to say he never picked the ball up. And Pope gets home for the second run of the hit right there. So a 2-run RBI single for Socorro has extended this Mammoths lead to 4. As you know, I feel like that was you could see the frustration. He felt like he was on the pitches. He was on the pitches, and then he gets one he can see, and he smokes it right to center field.
Most definitely. I mean, just it's classic. DeGrazio's trying to find the strike zone. He's going to have to throw the fastball. So if you're a hitter in the box, you know he's coming with the strike. So make sure you're looking for your pitch. And Socorro just does the job right there. 2 RBI knock. Hughes with a base running, you say mishap, not advancing to third. I don't think that Socorro could have gotten second, but I think it should at least be runners on the corners right now, 2 dead. But nonetheless, Mammoth's able to capitalize on that bases loaded opportunity.
So Torrin McKenzie in the box now.
Ugly look at swing
Yeah,
right
he'll
there.
hobble out of the box there. It almost looks like he pulled his back out.
He got twisted up by the inside fastball there.
So it's 1-1 as DeGrazio tries to escape this second inning. He's already given up 3 runs in the frame, but he winds and delivers. This one's lined. Schaefer's on his way to it, but it's over his head and down. 2 runs will score. Digging in for second is McKenzie. Now he's going to turn and go for third. The play at the plate, he's going to get caught in a run down. Running back to second, McKenzie hits the brakes, and the ball squirts to the outfield, and McKenzie, panting and clapping his hands, will reach third base. There's 2 more runs for the Mammoths, and the base is loaded. 2 batters ago have been cleared, save for Torrin McKenzie, who stands up on third and takes a gulp of air, as that one was just over the head of Schaefer and off the wall, and the Mammoths lead 6-0.
Torrin McKenzie 2 for 2 on the day. He had that single in the first inning, brought home the first Mammoth runs of the day, and then brings home 2 more on the RBI double. Then the throwing error, in the field, able to let him advance over to third. So Torrin McKenzie 2 for 2 as well. Mammoths already with 7 hits in 2 innings.
The 0-1 to right is outside. So it'll be 1-1. Mentioned right, 0 for 1 so far tonight.
Lafayette commit. He's one of the ones not on the hottest start for the Mammoths. We're looking to try and get something going here, especially against a struggling Nico DeGrazio.
Inside pitch got him mixed up a little bit, but it didn't go all the way around. So it's still 2-1. As DeGrazio will come set. Look at McKenzie and deliver the pitch. This one's fouled back. No, rather popped up down that first base line under it, and collecting it is Wisniewski. So after all that, the bases are loaded and then cleared thanks to a triple from Torrin McKenzie after a single from Joey Socorro, and 5 runs in the bottom of the second. See the Mercer Mammoths lead the Trenton Generals 6-0. We'll be back with you after this. Back with you here at Moody Park as Tomasetto gets us going in the top of the first. The liner up the middle. Some camera adjustment struggles between innings have left us with basically a worse view than we had in the last one. Such is life here at Moody Park in the ECCBL. But after a 5-run bottom of the second, the Mercer Mammoths see their lead stretch to 6 as they're looking for their 4th win of the season, matching up against the Trenton Generals.
Tomasetto coming off a game where he hit a home run deep out to right center field against the Blazers. Me and Ben Chowick on the call for that one. Did not think it went out. Sounded like it hit the top of the wall, but it ended up hitting the post frame of the scoreboard out there in right center field. So Tomasetto coming off a successful game in a rough Generals loss, however.
The 0-1 to Salmon, swing and a miss. This is the second inning in a row where Ungaro's allowed a base runner to begin. But, man, he really locked in that second inning and then retired the next 3 batters in just clinical fashion.
I don't even think anyone else had a competitive at-bat against Ungaro.
The 0-2. Check swing. Going to say he didn't go. So it'll be 1-2. Nobody gone here in the the top of the third. Salmon at the dish. 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he sits him down. Ungaro continues his strong start to this one for his 5th strikeout of the evening. Throwing hard and throwing fast and showing no mercy, Anthony Ungaro.
Number 11, Jack Plopper.
As Salmon sits down and Jack Plopper takes his place in the box. So with a runner on first, thanks to that leadoff single from Tomasetto, Plopper's now tasked with advancing the runners. First pitch, that was an incredible curve. Drops it right in.
As we mentioned, Ungaro's showcasing a really great 3 to 4 pitch mix, able to locate all of them for strikes tonight. He's been locked in today.
Ungaro up 0-1 in the count. His 30th pitch of the night is down low for a ball. It'll be 1-1 with one gone. I mean, you talk about a tale of 2 pitchers, really. Ungaro efficiently moving, and he's thrown just 30 pitches. Meanwhile, on the other side, DeGrazio probably not coming back out after that 5-run bottom of the second.
Yeah, they had a pitcher warming up in the bullpen, and as the inning was over, they had him walking in, and I saw him give the thumbs up sign to Coach Mark Coriello. So Nico DeGrazio can safely be assumed to be done for today.
That one's down low for Ploppert, so the count is 2-1 here as the sun hangs low over the trees beyond right field here at Moody. Pretty night for baseball here in Ewing.
Yeah, beautiful weather today.
Ungaro checks the runner, gets the signal and delivers.
Oof,
wanted the call. I was stunned he didn't get it, to be completely honest. He kind of exhaled in such a way where he was like, really? And still 3-1.
Yeah, he even asked the plate umpire. He went with the hand. He goes, is that down? And he said, yeah, just missed down a little bit. It's a really nice pitch, though.
Had it way outside, and then it slid its way into the zone. But the 3-1. Runner goes. No play. As Brazil will just pop to his feet, flip the ball back to Ungaro. And Tomasetto advances on over to second base.
Tomasetto taking advantage of the Mammoth defense sleeping a little bit.
Now the Ploppert faces a full count with the runner on second. Ungaro winds. Rather gets the signal first. Now winds and delivers. This one's a swing and a miss. Great pitch. Dropped it just below the strike zone, and fanning at that one was Ploppert. Ungaro's dominant start continues.
The dissipating changeup. That ball literally fell off the table. Anthony Ungaro, disgusting breaking ball again. This kid's been unbelievable so far.
So now stepping up for the Generals. James Schaefer, he lifts one. It could get down for base hit, and it does. Runner's going to come around. Tomasetto digging in for home, and there will be no play. So the Generals get one back here in the top of the third. They crack the seemingly uncrackable exterior of Anthony Ungaro, and thanks to a leadoff single, a stolen base, and then a single into left field, have plated their first run of the evening behind the bat of James Schaefer.
Schaefer getting his get back for that for that comedic wipeout in center field that he had on the double-up attempt. So you could say that's a little bit of karma right there for James Schaefer getting the first Gens run across the board.
Now the pitch, runner goes again. Schaefer could be safe, and he's not. He's thrown out. Nice throw there. Gunned down by Brazil. Put the ball right on Schaefer's back. Pope collected it, tagged him out. And just like that, one run but nothing else for the Trenton Generals, who will go to the bottom of the third, down 6-1. We'll be back. Back with you here with a new pitcher for the Trenton Generals, James Hare, committed to play baseball at LaSalle University, which just reincarnated their baseball team after years and years off the map. They're now finding their way back on, and the righty will dig in and fire his first pitch of the inning up high. Maybe some nerves on that one.
Most definitely. I mean, if you're General's coach Mike Correa, you need to see something out of Hare here. Try and throw up a couple zeros. Nico DeGrazio, who did not go as expected. We could say that at the very least. And for the Gens, you wanna keep this game somewhat close before it starts getting out of hand. 6-1's doable, but I'd say if the Mammoths will tack on a couple more in the next 2 innings, this one may get out of hand fast.
So Hare's on the mound as that one's outside, ball 3. So 3-0 to start here, but he's facing Babkowski, who's 0 for 1 tonight. Big Chris Babkowski. Right matchup. Stares down the 3-0, and that'll be outside. So a 4-pitch walk. Certainly not the start that Coach Coryell would love from his new pitcher, but could be nothing more than some nerves.
I mean, Luke, this is just classic textbook. Coach is gonna stick that finger up over first base and say, "Take one." Haven't seen the pitch yet. Haven't seen a strike yet from the pitcher out of the bullpen. You're taking no matter what.
So Brazel will come up. Facing off against Hare. That one's outside, so still ball 5, if you will, and the strikeless streak continues.
Oh, we're just going to be waiting for a strike at this point. I'd be absolutely shocked if any Mammoth player would take a swing until one strike is seen.
1-0 to Brazel. Up high. So it'll be 2-0. Ben and Brazel playing at Mercer County Community College. Hails from Hamilton, New Jersey. Hasn't really made his impact felt offensively, to say the least, in the ECCBL so far this year. But the 3-0 is can't catch the corner. And so the hitter goes nowhere. I guess it was 2-0 already. Misunderstanding for me. I thought it was 3. So it's 3-0 now. Brazel in the box and the pitch. That one's in there for a called strike. And finally, after 7 straight balls, Hare finds the zone.
Just a sigh of relief from Hare. Hopefully he can settle in here and start attacking some of these headers.
3-1. Way outside. And with 2 quick walks, there's 2 quick base runners.
And Mike Coryell is not hesitant to go back to the bullpen. Already has a new arm heading down there, start warming up James Hare. Not looking like his usual self in this one right now.
Hare's facing off against Heyman, who's 0 for 1 today. The pitch. Gets away from Salmon, and the runners will advance. Couldn't quite tackle that one with Salmon. But still, a pitch that was careening outside the zone. Hare taps his chest and apologizes.
I mean, Luke, it's not even like James Hare's misses have been close or off the corners. I mean, they're just completely off the plate, almost hitting guys or just almost throwing it at the camera up here. I mean, his misses have been all over the place.
So the 1-0. Just outside. Can't get the call.
Yeah, and I mean, it's tough as an umpire. You want to give him that call, but you can see it's past the white line in the other's batter's box. Can't give him that call.
So it's 2-0. Hare just throwing 1 strike so far in this inning. As that one's up and in. It'll be 3-0, and Heyman might not even take the bat off his shoulder for this pitch.
I mean, I'm personally taking until 3-2, but that's just me.
Runners on second and third. Brazel and Babkowski have already reached on walks this inning. As the pitch from Hare. Up high.
Made it easy.
As the bases are now loaded for 3 consecutive innings. You see, I'm not an ECCBL historian, per se, but loading the bases 3 innings in a row, I mean, this can't have happened very often, or if at all.
I mean, what I think is more impressive is 1 strike has been thrown between 3 hitters.
So Coach Coryell is going to come out and have a word with Hare. Not afraid to speak his mind, Austin, is Coryell. Drawing the lines in the dirt, just trying to connect with his pitcher here. Umpire's going to come out here and maybe ask them to speed it along. But the bases are loaded now for the Mammoths, who lead 6-1. Heyman, Brazel, and Babkowski. Oh,
And Luke, I think this is one big hit away from getting out of hand in this game early. I know it's early to say that in the third inning, but I mean, how big of a hole can this Generals team really climb out of? I think if it's 9 or 10-1, you're trailing 8-9 runs. I think that's pretty rough to get yourself out of.
so it's 6-1 with 3 runners on. Bases are loaded, and it's 0-0 now for Don Bazzani, who will step in and stare at a pitcher in James Hare that has thrown 1 strike this entire inning, as that one's fouled back. He swung at the first pitch.
Wow, I think it's bold. It's bold. I mean, first pitch after a mound visit, yeah, you can maybe get strikes coming, but I mean, I don't know. One strike and 3 batters and swinging the first pitch.
0-1 from Hare. This one's chopped foul. He swung again, and it's 0-2. That one looked way inside.
It was. Definitely would have been a ball if it crossed the plate. So Hare getting bailed out a little bit here.
So an 0-2 count for Hare, finds himself ahead here against Vizzoni for the first time against anyone all inning. As the sky fades from blue to yellow. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Up and out fastball is just fanned at by Vizzoni, who will sit down. His Hare looks to make a great escape.
Center fielder Ray Mulhern.
And so we'll be matched up now against Ray Mulhern, the center fielder, who's already reached base safely twice in this game. He's 2 for 2. Going to be a tough matchup here for Hare without a doubt.
Hare topped 87 his senior year at Randy, so he definitely knows how to throw the fastball by people. Just hasn't been able to locate it today.
That one's up high. So we want to know. Mulhern at the plate. Looking for his 3rd hit of the night. The 1-0. Down low. Tasted dirt. That'll be 2-0 for Hare.
I mean, Hare's just straight up on the struggle bus. Still shocked he hasn't given up a run in the frame yet.
As you mentioned, scoreless frame here in the bottom of the 3rd, but the 2-0 is outside, and so now there were 1 ball away from this no longer being a scoreless frame. As the Mammoths have loaded the bases in all 3 innings we've seen so far tonight. We're still just in the bottom of the 3rd. Hare struggling to find the zone, his 3-0. Right in there for a called strike. Got the corner. And if you're Mulhern and you've seen it 1 strike now, you still swinging? Or you still holding pat?
I'm holding the bat personally. I'm waiting until 3-2.
So the 3-1 count and 1 gone. The pitch. Outside, not even close. And Mulhern will jog to first, and a run will jog home. So the bases are walked, loaded, and then a run is walked in.
I think if Hare walks another guy, I think Mike Coryell's going to pull the trigger, go to another arm in the bullpen. I mean, this has just been a nightmare outing for James Hare.
Hare starts the at-bat with a strike. Positive development, but immediately negated by the fact he couldn't catch the throw from his catcher. So at the end of the day,
Baby steps, Luke.
not wrong. Searching for improvement. The 0-1. Inside, it'll be 1-1.
I mean, despite giving up the runs, Luke, I mean, it's just the type of inning that demoralizes the team. Just that long, grueling inning out in the field. And then you're going to have to go hit with your backs against the wall.
This one's grounded and could be 2, but a Moody hop prevents the play from being firing over to first and not in time. Jorgensen could just not bring the ball down in front of him, and that'll be another run, this time off of an error, as the self-inflicted wounds continue for the Generals. who are now trailing the Mammoths 8-1 with just one out here in the bottom of the third.
And Jack Hughes now up 2 for 2 on the day. This is a troublesome matchup for James Hare.
This one's fired outside the zone. Hare just struggling to control right now. The 1-0. This one's grounded sharply, but chopped, ending up foul. So it'll be 1-1 with one gone.
I mean, Hare, if you're James Hare, you think you get out of the jam. It's a double play ball right there, tailor-made. Right to Jorgensen over there, but you said the Moody hop preventing it, and James Hare's inning of, I don't even know what you want to call it at this point, of just sorrowness continues.
As the 2-1
is
lifted high and hard, but under it is Schaefer, still trailing, looks over and makes the catch, Willie Mays style. Throws it in, the throw runs away from Jorgensen, but ultimately the damage is only one sacrifice run. What a catch by Schaefer. Knight caught it right in the basket, and yes, he gives up a run, but it could have been much worse as there's now 2 gone. But a 9-1 lead for the Mercer Mammoths over the Trenton Generals.
That's a long sack fly, Luke. I saw that ball get hit, and I didn't know where it went. I just knew it was hit a country mile.
But a nice play made by Schaefer. Prevents the damage from being much worse. But back in the box is Joey Sikora. Had an RBI his first time up and also walked. Pitches up high.
So even when James Hare starts to get in a groove, throws a couple strikes in a row, Luke, it's scattered by a couple of balls that just don't even go near the plate.
Consistency is the name of the game as a pitcher, and Hare seems to be struggling for that right now. It was 1-0, swung on and missed. Nice pitch.
There you go. I wouldn't be shocked if this next pitch almost hits the top of the umpire's head. That's just the kind of outing James Hare's had. I feel like he's just trying to throw as hard as he can, and he doesn't know where the fastball's going.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss again.
All right, well, that was absolutely disgusting. So
put it right in the same spot, and I think he looked up and pointed at you after he threw it. No, I'm just kidding. But still, nonetheless, Hare 1 out away, really 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. It's 1-2.
Oh.
Just high, didn't get the call.
That's the one that you want if you're Hare. You get Socorro to lay off of that outside fastball. It looked good from up here, I'll say that.
So the 2-2 now. This one's tapped foul. Runners will stay where they are. Count will stay where it is. 2-2. 2 gone. 2 on. And 3 runs already in the bottom of the third. As the referee's going to call time so that Bischoff can get back into his position in left field. 2-2 the count.
2's across the board. 2-2-2.
With 2 on as well. As Hare throws, and this one's up and in. So the count will be full. As James Hare doing his best, pull the rabbit out of the hat and find some magic to get out of what has been a pretty brutal inning so far. 3-2, 2 outs.
I don't know how much magic there is left in the hat, Luke.
Pitch from Hare, runners go. This one is lifted foul. Everybody seemed to be kind of unsure where the ball went right away. Socorro popped his head straight up in the air. Salmon looked to his right. Ball ended up trailing off to his left.
Yeah, it could have been an unfortunate grounder there by Socorro, but they're going to say it hit him in the box, so he's going to be able to hang in there.
3-2, 2 on, 2 out. The payoff pitch. Runners go. This one's up high, and it squirts away from Salmon. The runner's going to score. And the Mammoths get another one. Play at third, not in time. So the runners will advance first and third, and a run across the board has pushed this lead to 10-1 in favor of the Mammoths, who are just taking advantage of any and all mishaps on the side of the Generals tonight.
I mean, that's some nice base running over there by Pope, taking advantage of the miscue. Salmon couldn't hang on, so Pope slides over to third. And now you have the red-hot Tora McKenzie, 2 for 2 on the day. Multi-RBI game already. And we're in the third inning.
This one's down low for a ball. And as you mentioned, McKenzie had a triple in the last inning. That's how this lineup's been hitting. McKenzie already had his third plate appearance. We're just in the third inning. The pitch. Down low again.
Already has 3 RBIs on the day. I mean, the kid's straight up raking. He's had 2 really great swings today. I mean, this would be the cherry on top here if he was able to knock in the run to give the Mammoths a 10-run lead.
2-0. And they're going to say it's a balk. So the runners will advance on both sides. And when it rains, it pours, and we might as well be in a monsoon right now. If you are James Hare or really anybody down in that General's orange.
I know it's going to James Hare blow up this inning right now, Luke. But, I mean, Nico DeGrazia was not great either in his start for the Generals. So the pitching for the Generals has not been the strong suit. I can say that.
The 2-0. Down low. And just unable to find the zone right now is James Hare. A couple times you can chalk it up to nerves, but what he's showing right now is tough.
It's a rough one. It's a rough one.
3-0. Inside, and a 4-pitch walk, including a balk that scored a run, has now put another runner on base. As we're going to get some movement from the pen. Pitcher's coming in. You got to get a sense like this is probably Hare's last batter.
Left fielder, MJ Wright.
So MJ Wright steps in. Seemingly one of the only guys in this Mammoths lineup that hasn't gotten on base yet tonight. He's 0 for 2. The pitch. Down low.
Yeah, the Lafayette commit has yet to get anything going yet.
No hits yet in this inning for the Mammoths, by the way, and 5 runs across.
It is all walks. If you think about it, those first 3 guys we talked about it was walk, walk, walk. 1 strike was thrown.
It's just been a tough outing in many ways for these Generals pitchers and for Hare more than anything. But this is kind of what you get when you play some summer ball. You're going to have elite outings. You're going to have shakier stuff. It's guys shaking off the rust, just trying to get in shape. This is a developmental league for all. So he's still out there throwing, just trying to work on himself and work on his pitches at this point. It's lab work more than anything. But it's an 11-1 deficit for the Generals, and the 1-1 from Hare is inside. So it'll be 2-1 with 2 gone and 2 on. He's been 1 strike away from getting out of this inning a couple times. Now he's 2 strikes away. Comes set. Winds and delivers. That one's inside. 3-1. Well, if anybody had dinner reservations, you probably got to call the restaurant and say, listen, we're still in the third over here. Lucky for me, my Chef Boyardee, any time of the night. That one's up and in, ball 4. And the bases are loaded again. And here comes Coach Coryell. Looks up towards us in the press box, featuring his dog Blue, and shakes his head as he makes his way to the mound to pull Hare after 45 pitches and probably the same amount of strikes I could count on one hand. Just a tough outing for James Hare in every sense of the imagination. Couple words with Coach Coryell. Infield comes in. And Logan Franks will get the ball. James Hare will walk off the mound. He committed to play at LaSalle this year, and one of LaSalle's biggest rivals in basketball, St. Joe's. Well, that's where this guy Logan Franks goes. Hard throwing lefty. Entering his 2nd year up there on Hawk Hill. He's appeared in mostly just mop-up duty for the Generals so far this year, as his first pitch of the warm-up is eyeing in. At this point, people
calling the warm-up pitches now at this point, Luke?
At this point, they're looking to find the zone in some way. That one's down low. You know how in basketball, when a team's making every shot, you say, oh, they got the magnets on the rim. The ball is just finding a way. Well, they got the magnets turned around here in the strike zone at Moody tonight. The ball just seems to just be allergic to that frame.
I think they got the magnets around the opposite batter's box where the hitter's going. I think that's what you mean to say.
No kidding. No. When you have a magnet and you turn it around and you use the other side, it pushes things away. Like 2 magnets You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I
yeah.
know exactly
So I'm
what
saying
you're
they
talking
have the magnets, but they just turn
Push
them
them
around.
around.
So now everything's pushing it away from the strike zone. What, they don't teach you that at St. Joe's?
about. No, they do. They do.
Yeah, someone wasn't paying attention.
Probably not.
That one gets away from Salmon. So,
Yeah, Luke, go back to Logan Franks from Sicklerville, New Jersey. Interesting town name.
yeah, never heard of. Can't say I frequent. But it's down south, which is towards my neck of the woods, a.k.a. the greatest city in the world, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Absolutely not.
But Frank's donning that red glove. Makes sense. Goes to a red college. That one's kind of clashes a little bit with the General's orange. But listen, my favorite color is orange, so I'm never going to complain when you bring me out here to call a Gen's game.
Waiting for the end of the inning. I'll get it. Thanks, Jay.
As into the box comes Babkowski, who
The DH, Chris.
played last spring for, and he'll be back out this summer. He's 0 for 1. Reached on a walk, much like many of his Patriots, and the first pitch is up high for a ball. As still, if you're allergic to strikes, you won't need your EpiPen very often in this inning.
Logan Franks with 2 innings only so far in ECCBL, but he does have 4 walks in those 2 innings, along with 6 strikeouts. So every batter he's sat down so far this year has been via the strikeout.
Throws hard on the 1-1. In there on the outside corner. Nice call. The umpire letting him hear it. So it's 1-2, and Franks is ahead in the count here with the bases loaded and 2 gone in the bottom of the third. The pitch inside counts even.
Frank, your typical lefty, high leverage reliever. He's going to throw the gas, but he's also going to have his control issues at times. Mentioned the 4 walks in only 2 innings.
The 2-2. This one's lifted into the outfield.
no.
It could be up and overhead of Ploppert, and it is. It'll roll into the fence. Babkowski to second. The bases are cleared. Command A, delete. And the runners have all made their way home as Babkowski makes his way to second and gets there standing. And we're up to 8 runs here in the bottom of the third. It is 14-1 in favor of the Mercer Mammoths. I mean, this is just a bloodbath of biblical proportions.
I mean, I don't even know what to say right now. You bring in Frank to try and change the momentum, and then it's just it's another big hit. I mean, this Mammoths team right now is on a heater, just pouring it on top of the Generals.
Feels like that Simpsons meme. Stop, he's already dead. Babkowski takes a lead on second. Franks winds, delivers, and his pitch gets off the glove of Salmon, and there goes Babkowski over to third.
I mean, are we living in a bad dream? I mean, I think all the Generals fans right now are just in shock of what has happened with this massacre.
I mean, I shaved before this game, and I think I'm going to have a 5 o'clock shadow by the time I get out of the third. It's 14-1 in favor of the Mammoths as Logan Franks tries to get out of this one. 1-0, his pitch. Swing and a miss. Counts even at 1.
I mean, at this point, Luke, I feel like we're just almost expecting an RBI from Brazil.
And the pitch is fanned at by Brazil. I mean, you got it. It's this point. It's like, don't be that guy. Don't be the guy that doesn't get on base against this Generals pitching attack. But Brazil, he's 1 for 1, just like many of his fellow Mammoths, got walked. But the 1-2, outside, 2-2.
I will say the one thing they do have to be careful of, Luke, is that when Anthony Ugarra comes out, he has been in that dugout for a very long time. So when he comes out to take them out next inning, if he does come back out, got to be careful and got to make sure that he's as sharp as he was before he came out.
So Franks' pitch is outside, and we're full again. Brazil in the box. The payoff pitch. This one's fouled back. And no walk yet in this at-bat. But you can't catch your chickens before they hatch. Count is full. 2 outs and a runner on third. Franks kicks and delivers. This one's lifted into the outfield. Back on this Ploppert. He's under it, and he makes the catch, and we're out of the third.
Ooh.
8 runs. Really not a lot of hits for 8 runs, but a lot of walks and only 1 man left. And the Mammoths lead 14-1 over the Trenton Generals. We'll be back after these messages.
Hi, my name is Dr. Philip Glassner. I'm a hip and knee replacement specialist at Mid-Jersey Orthopedics. We're a multi-specialty orthopedic practice with offices in Flemington, Bridgewater, and Washington, New Jersey. We have 18 fellowship-trained specialists to take care of you from your neck down to your toes. We offer conservative management such as bracing, therapy, and injections through surgical interventions as well. Our goal is to keep you active and healthy and get you back in the game. We also offer on-site digital X-ray as well as MRI. We have evening and Saturday morning office hours to assist with convenient appointment times, as well as having walk-in appointments available. Call us or visit our website at midjerseyorthopedics.com so we can help you to live life better.
Back with you here at Moody Park in the top of the fourth as the Generals look to stage, I don't even have to look it up, the largest comeback in ECCBL history. They trail 14-1 after an 8-run bottom of the third. Gave the Mammoths a comfortable cushion, and one that has us looking up the mercy rule for the ECCBL, which we'll have you know is 10 runs after 7. So if this remains a double-digit lead for one team after 7 innings, you will not get the dulcet tones of our voices for 2 innings extra, or rather, a full 9 innings. You'll get them for 2 innings less than usual. As that one's down low, 1-1. You mentioned he'd been sitting down for a while, but at this point, you know, Ungaro's had such a nice night. Is that the kind of thing that can really affect him moving forward?
I mean, until he gives up 4 runs, I wouldn't even blink twice. As there's a beautiful breaking ball backdoor, and Ungaro once again just again. I get it's the first batter, but the fact that his stuff is looking sharp and he's already able to throw strikes consistently as he has right now, impressive.
The 1-2 from Ungaro, kicks and delivers. This one's grounded to second, collected by Heyman, put it into his stomach, but then threw it over to first, and Hughes takes it in nicely. And there's one gone here in the top of the fourth as the Gens try to strike back.
All aboard the Ungaro Express right now. I mean, rolling 37 pitches.
Wheeling and or dealing and or both. Anthony Ungaro having himself an evening out there on the mound.
Yeah, pinch hitter, I believe, here for Luke Guire getting subbed out.
Looks like it'll be Alex Bischoff, who was in left. So, interesting lineup card decision to have Bischoff up here, even though can't pinch hit. He was in left. This one's lifted up and up and over our press box. Oh, looks like Coach Coryell's dog Blue made it onto the field, said hi to Coach Coryell, and then is now wandering back our direction.
Did not know how that happened. Someone must have left the door open.
He is an escape artist. Houdini, if you will. And the 0-2 to Bischoff, up high.
I mean, Ungaro's gotten ahead, at least 1 strike ahead or 2 strikes ahead on almost every batter tonight. I mean, just perfecting being ahead of the count on pitching.
So the 1-2 for Ungaro. Pitch. Check swing. Did he go? They're going to say he didn't. So the count's even at 2 with 1 gone. So it's 2-2 for Ungaro. With Bischoff in the box, reached base via a walk last time up. But the box score has an over 1. 2-2. On the outside corner. And gets the K looking. A lot of backwards Ks for Ungaro tonight. Putting pitches where hitters think they're balls and the umpires think they're strikes. Bischoff took his time walking back to the dugout there. Probably wasn't a big fan of the call.
No, not at all. But again, I mean, listen, I'm all for an insane comeback. But I mean, this Gents team just looks demoralized right now. They're close to being rolling over and dying.
Well, dying, I mean, maybe there was a play on Sestawicki's life there is what I would say if that pitch was any higher, but rather just beat him in the back. So Sestawicki will walk over to first. Kind of working the Virginia Tech vibe with the maroon helmet and the maroon undershirt with the orange jersey.
I like it.
I'm happy you do. I'm not. I can't say I'm a fan. I mean, I'm the son of somebody who went to UVA, so that rivalry runs pretty deep.
Yeah, that's not good. I got a buddy going out to Virginia Tech over there, so I don't mind it. I don't mind their colors. Wisniewski now 0 for 1 once again, like a lot of these gens today.
A lot of these gens over 1. You know, some of them reached on walks, some of them didn't reach at all. But just 1 run to show for it, and 14 on the other side of the scoreboard. It's been a tough outing. Ungaro delivers. That one's in there for a called strike. 1-1. Ungaro's 1-1 outside. So it'll be 2-1 now as Ungaro continues to just have a nice evening. Stockton's very own. At least he will be next year. Hails from Cherry Hill, New Jersey, down there, southern half of the state. Can't say that's the worst place in the world or the best, but it certainly is a place down there, South Jersey. Great mall, great Wegmans, great AMC, and some good restaurants. That one's lifted and going to go foul.
Wisniewski was way out in front of the curveball.
If you're Wisniewski and you see a curveball like that, you're way out ahead. Are you sitting on that as the next pitch? Because you know if you time it up right, or you rather just playing this by ear?
I think it's 2-2. I think you got to also recognize the pitcher. Ungaro's been going after these hitters. I'm sitting on the fastball personally, just the curveball.
Well, we'll see. Wisniewski in the box. Ungaro's 2-2. Down low. Tried that curveball, but he dropped it way too low in the dirt.
Trying to be a little bit too fancy. And Ungaro, I believe, has not issued a walk yet today. So if he does surrender this one to Wisniewski, I believe it'll be his first on the day.
Checks the runner at first. Ungaro comes set. Kicks and pitches, and this one swung on and missed. And the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, 1 man left. And the Generals trailing 14-1 will go to the bottom of the 4th. back. We're back here in the bottom of the fourth. It's still 14-1 Mercer. They lead Trenton by 13 runs after an offensive explosion in the first 3 frames. It's the first pitch of the inning is lifted, and it'll drop in for a base hit. As at least they start this inning with a hit. Last inning, they were hitless up until their last few batters and still managed to score 8 runs thanks to some walks and some errors and some timely pieces of hitting.
Yeah, and that should have been stretched out into a double, but I guess because of the run being so big, they'll just keep it at a single right there.
Didn't want to risk any close plays. As Vizzoni's in the box. Franks end the last inning. And the St. Joe's University Hawk throws that one inside. Tell you what, G, in between innings, was going for looking for something to drink. Found myself a lemon lime Gatorade, but it was a tough decision. I had to make it back here before the next having started. That one's in there for a strike because it was lemon lime or it was cool blue, whatever they call the blue one now. And that's a tough decision, I feel like. Personally, big fruit punch flavor guy, not really a fan of blue or yellow, but with them right next to each other, it was tough. I ended up going lemon lime though.
See, I think that's ridiculous. Blue's the best flavor of Gatorade that there is. I don't think that's a decision at all.
I mean, there's definitely a lot of people in the cult of blue. A lot of people who think blue is the best one.
I think blue is by far the best. Not the dark blue, though. You got to go with the Glacier Freeze. It's the lighter blue one. That's the best one.
Okay. See, I was always a proponent, as that one's outside for 3-1. I was always a proponent of the Glacier Cherry, the clear one.
That's a good one.
I like that one. I remember when they came out with that, I was in like 3rd grade, and I always thought this was the coolest thing ever. They had white Gatorade because everything else was so fluorescently colored. So that one's outside, and Bizzoni will take his base. So Franks gives up a single and a walk to start this one. But I will say, my mom would always get me lemon lime when I was sick, so I think that's why I might not love it. But it's better than the blue, man. Something about the blue, it doesn't hit for me.
I really do disagree with you. Coriel wants to talk to Franks. I mean,
Coriel just getting his social time, his powwows in on the mound so far in this one.
It's just a frustrating day to be a Generals player, a Generals coach, Generals fan. I mean, just not what you want to see at all. I mean, coming off a rough loss, too. Just lost the other day to the Quakerstown Blazers, which we were covering that game. Tuesday got rained out, so no game for them yesterday. And then this is just an absolute beatdown today.
Number 1, center fielder.
But they're 2-2-1. And given the fact that, I mean, both these teams started their season the same way. For the Generals and for the Mammoths, it was a 0-0 tie through 10 innings. And you look at the scoreboard, and you think, how could that have been possible? Because it's 14-1 right now in the bottom of the fourth as Mulner takes that first strike.
And we don't want to downplay the Mammoths' 9 hits on the day, but it's mostly been walks from the Generals pitchers. I mean, James Hare obviously sticks out, but DeGrazio walked a good bunch when he started out there as well. I feel like they definitely hit DeGrazio more than they hit Hare. Hare just walks the entire team.
I mean, there's that running tradition that some college student sections do. I think A&M popularized it, where after you walk a guy, if you throw a pitch on the next at-bat, they start chanting ball 5 at you, and they keep going up, ball 6, ball 7, and if you can't throw a strike. They might have gotten up to, like, ball 15 when they were going.
At their peak, for sure.
At their peak. I mean, because Hare could just not find that zone, loaded the bases up with a walk, walked in a couple runs, and then the bats found the ball, and that was even worse. But
Frank's having some trouble with his own here. First and second, none dead.
1-2. Checks the runners. And delivers. Tapped foul.
Late swing there from Mulhern. Almost in the catcher's glove when he finally got the bat head out. That's the thing to note. Heyman getting a big secondary off of second base. No one holding him on. I doubt that they're going to try and steal with the 13-run lead right now, Luke, but you never know.
I mean, this is where those unwritten rules, come in. If those even really apply in ECCBL baseball. But the 1-2, lifted up high in the air, and it'll be controlled by Wisniewski. The infield pop out. Gets one away in the bottom of the fourth.
5, shortstop, Jake Pope.
As Jake Pope will step up. Mammoths just controlling and commanding this one. 14-1. Is the left-left matchup. begins with a ball in the dirt.
I mean, no, I could have expected a lot of things, and a ball is definitely at the top of my list.
Good thing we're not sponsored by FanDuel. Those live betting odds of next pitch ball would be going crazy. This one's line sharply takes a weird hop, but it could be two. Place to second, place to first, and they get him in time. A nice piece of fielding. Tomasetto flashed the leather, and a web gem gets over Jorgensen, who flips to Wisniewski. And the long last name double play is complete as Franks gets out of the inning with no runs allowed for the first time all evening for the Trenton Generals. We go to the top of the fifth. It's Mammoths 14, Generals 1.
Hi, my name is Dr. Philip Glassner. I'm a hip and knee replacement specialist at Mid-Jersey Orthopedics. We're a multi-specialty orthopedic practice with offices in Flemington, Bridgewater, and Washington, New Jersey. We have 18 fellowship-trained specialists to take care of you from your neck down to your toes. We offer conservative management such as bracing, therapy, and injections through surgical interventions as well. Our goal is to keep you active and healthy and get you back in the game. We also offer on-site digital x-ray as well as MRI. We have evening and Saturday morning office hours to assist with convenient appointment times, as well as having walk-in appointments available. Call us or visit our website at midjerseyorthopedics.com so we can help you to live life better.
Back with you here at Moody Park.
Number 18, Justin Precop.
We got a pitching change for the Mercer Mammoths as Justin Precop will take over after just an electric start. And one of the best just pieces of pitching, really, we've seen just maybe all year. I mean, batters up, batters down. And it was Anthony Ungaro, the star of the show for the Mercer Mammoths tonight.
I mean, he was awesome, but Justin Precop, no slouch either. His one appearance in ECCBL this year, 4 innings, did give up 2 unearned runs, but he has the strikeout stuff. 3 strikeouts,
and he just threw up. Flashes the thumb. I mean, there's not a lot to do in New Jersey, but maybe he was out late last night. Because it could be nerves. I mean, they're up 14-1. But Justin Precop just threw up on the mound.
I think that's the first time that's ever happened.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, we're talking about history. That's the theme of this summer has been history. And we have witnessed a yakking on the mound for the first time in at least 2025. I don't know if this happens a lot out here, but I get the sense it doesn't. I mean, he's staggering around out there. It must have been a long night at the Hamilton, New Jersey clubs last night or something. Yeah, no kidding. I mean, wow. We are reaching just new levels of weird tonight at Moody Park. 14 runs for the Mercer Mammoths. They have 9 hits, but most of those runs come off walks and errors. He come out in the top of the 5th. And you're thinking, all right, let's just keep this thing chugging along. Let's get out of the emergency rule. And then your pitcher just turns around and blows chunks all over the mound. Oh, my goodness. He couldn't write it any better than this.
I can write
but
he's
behind in the count, he Preston Precop. I mean, maybe he just was disgusted with the pitch he threw to open up the at-bat. I mean, listen, some guys are hard on themselves, but he throws one ball, and all of a sudden he's barf everywhere. That one's way up high. He wipes his hand off. God knows what was on it. And it's 2-0.
I mean, I was actually right before that happened. I was going to point out the fact that he did have 5 walks in his 4 innings of work. So, not the most accurate pitcher in the world, Justin Precop.
Kopp gets a swing and a miss on that one. And it's 2-1.
I mean, look, the question is if he throws up again out there, do you have to pull him out? I feel like you got to get him out of there at that point.
Do we have a? I mean, do we have a rule? I know we just talked about. We discovered the mercy rule that it's 10 after 7. Do we have a puke rule? I mean, we can call it the Justin Precop rule. You throw up twice in an inning, you got to get pulled. But goodness gracious, I mean, maybe you heard us talking about what kind of Gatorade we used to drink when we were sick, but I don't even know what could have set him off. But it's 3-2 now, as that one misses low and inside. So Precop's going to try to dig in and get the first out of the inning. And he does! Swing and a miss. Nice pitch from Precop. And it just seems like Jorgensen couldn't stomach that one, as Precop retires the first batter at the top of the 5th.
I mean, hey, if you're going to throw up, and then if Precop throws up a couple zeros, hey, man, I say he should throw up before every single relief outing appearance. Why not?
I mean, something like that. Goodness gracious.
Just pull trig. Why not?
So, I mean, listen, if it works, it works. 1-0.
I don't know if you've seen that one viral clip, Luke, where there was the one pitcher who literally threw up mid pitching.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I feel like I'm in a skit right now. I feel like the ECCBL just decided for one night, let's do our best SNL impression. I have no idea, but I'm happy Justin Precop has only thrown up once. I'm happy he's locked back in. As I say that, he's behind 2-0 in the count and is now down 3-0 thanks to a high fastball. But goodness gracious.
If someone robs a homer tonight, I think this game may be AI generated.
No kidding. I mean, what an outing we've had. The sunset's pretty, though, over that first base side. As a 4-pitch walk featuring the GoPro cam. So we're going to see a 4-pitch walk in first-person perspective after this one.
Number 36, shortstop, Nick Tomasetto.
And Tomasetto is going to step into the box here. The right-hander matching up with the left-hander of Precop. First pitch of the at-bat is way up high. I think I might have rinsed my best throw-up joke after that first strikeout. I'm trying to think of something, but I'm just...
I think we should leave the poor kid alone. He's also struggling to find the zone now.
Hey, man, listen, one strikeout is more than James Hare could put together in that tough bottom of the third.
That is true.
But it's 2-0 now with a runner on first. Tomasetto in the box. Rutgers, New Brunswick in the portal right now. That one's up high, firing back to first, trying to get the pick off.
Oh, man, that was a lot closer than I thought.
I was going to say the same thing. That was tight, but still no out made. So Lacara gets back over to first. And he's throwing up again. Oh, no, he's not. He's tying his shoes.
Oh, everyone thought.
Yeah, he just pump faked the entire press box up here. Tells you it wasn't that serious, which is good. That pitch is in there for a strike. Just must have tickled the edge of the zone. Nice pitch. So the 3-1. Pickoff attempt over to first. That one's down low. Ball 4. So Tomasetto will take his base. The car is going to jog over to second. And there's one gone. For Precop, Justin Precop. As he's trying to just carry on the torch of his Stockton brethren. Second pitcher. I mean, if I had a nickel for every time a pitcher committed to Stockton or currently playing at Stockton, that was a foul ball. That sounded like that hit is bad, but the runners are going to advance. It was behind him, but to me, it sounded like he hit his bat. Seemingly, the umpire didn't see the same thing, so that'll just be a pass ball, and the runners will advance. Yeah, so if I had a nickel for every time a Stockton commit pitched on June 11th at Moody Park for the Mercer Mammoths, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. That was a reference to Phineas and Ferb.
Yeah, I caught on.
I didn't know. I mean, you didn't know what you were struggling with the magnets earlier. I didn't know if Phineas and Ferb was kind of excluded in that.
Phineas and Ferb was a little bit more in my realm of ball knowledge.
That makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. So it's 2-1 after that pitch gets the outside zone. And Prekop's going to try to get out of this one. But there's runners on second and third. And Salmon at the dish. The 2-1. Dropped it just too high. That looked like a strike to me, but there's a reason I'm not behind home plate. So it's 3-1.
As a USABL licensed umpire, I mean, it's tough to tell from up here, but it was close.
3-1. Swing and a miss. Count is full.
Just completely fanned of Prekop, just blew the express right by him.
So licensed umpire. So what age range are we talking?
I mostly do like the, being a young kid, I mostly do the 10 to the 12U.
Okay. That's where the parents are the loudest. I mean, any crazy parent interactions?
I did. I did have to throw a parent out once, but it was constant talk. It was for good reason.
Yeah, I mean justified, of course.
I'm a pretty lenient umpire, I like to think.
So the bases are full.
You gotta feel bad for Prekop out there, man. It's just been a struggle bus for him.
Listen, if I'm coming out to talk to him, I don't know if I would be standing so close. I mean, you never know what's gonna happen. But I guess they assumed it's a one-time thing. But yeah, one of my close friends is also umpiring. He's doing it right now, umpiring some youth baseball. But he says the 11U parents do not play. I mean, you wonder if you ever run into a middle schooler and they start using foul language. You think, where did you get that? Well, you go to a middle school baseball game and you see it, you hear it from the parents just as badly.
Right fielder, Jack.
Sounds about right.
So Ploppert's going to be in the box now. He's 0 for 1 today. Reached on a walk. Bases are loaded for Prekop. Who delivers? Outside.
I mean, at this point for Prekop, you just got to throw it right down the middle.
Mercer up 14-1. Thanks to a strong pair of second and third innings. This one is hit hard, though, and far into the night. Carrying and not able to make the catch as Mullern. Runners are going to come around. Salmon pumping his arms, come around third, but he'll stay. Play at the plate, not in time. As Tomasetto scores, Lacara scores, and the Generals get 2 back. They trail by 11, and they're pushing us within the range of this not being a mercy rule outing. Which would be just another twist to this crazy tale of the late starting game in the doubleheader at June 11th at Moody.
I mean, Luke, I feel like it's going to be 9 after 7 innings. I don't know why. We're just going to miss the cutoff.
You're just smelling it? You're just feeling it?
Yeah. It's just been one of those kind of days.
Well, I mean, a double to the outfield right here would plate 2 and would make this a 9-run game. So we'll see what occurs. Prekop's pitch, no, missed down low. Schaefer at the plate. Showing the bat to Prekop. Now pulls it back behind his helmet. Prekop nails the outside corner. And it's commendable. I guess he hasn't had a lot of strikes to call, but our home plate umpire, every time the ball is in the zone, he goes, and he holds it for about like 4 seconds when he calls a strike. That's not even on punch-outs either. This one gets in the outfield, and we got 1 run will score. So Salmon, and the ball escapes, and just like that, we have a 9-run game. And the mercy rule that we were holding on to in the 7th inning just slipped away from our fingertips, as it is now 5-14 with a runner on second and 1 out. Thanks to a error at home plate.
Number 34.
And Schaefer reaching. And Bischoff at the plate. Called strike.
I feel like Prekop's about to strike out the next 2 hitters.
Something like that. But this is just, they're finding a way every time. This one spun, tries to find the corner, he can't. Precop's 1-1. This one is lofted high and deep into the gap. It'll get down and hit the fence. Schaefer will score. Digging in for second is Bischoff, and he'll get there standing. So a fifth-inning rally from the Trenton Generals has made this a 14-6 ball game. They trail by just 8 after at one point trailing by 13.
Number 24, third baseman.
As
Luke
Precop
Dwyer.
struggling to keep it down right now with his pitches.
And his stomach.
That's kind of what I was going for, to be completely honest. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Rather, Bischoff's at the dish now. Geyer's at second. 34 and 24. The pitch. In there for a called strike, and the accompanying Banshee scream has pushed us to 0-2. Precop comes set and delivers. Check swing, didn't go. So Bischoff gets one back in this at-bat. It's now 1-2 with a runner on second and one gone. The pitch. Fouled back, rattling our camera for the umpteenth time. But perhaps even rattling it into shape. I mean, I'm checking on it right now, and it somehow...
Pristine angle. That's
yeah,
good.
I would say something like that. All the grunt work was... I mean, pristine's a little strong. The 1-2. Up high. Counts even.
I mean, just been a roller coaster of emotions tonight, Luke. No other way to put it.
And we thank everyone watching for being along the ride with us. The pitch way outside. So it'll be 3-2 with one gone. Here in the top of the fifth and a runner on second. It is 14-6 in favor of the Mammoths. That one's outside, and the walk takes Bischoff over to first base. As we've got runners on first and second.
Justin Sestowicki.
As Sestowicki is going to step into the box and stare down Precop. The pitch. Way inside.
Almost hit him.
Almost hit him. Sestowicki 1 for 1. He's also walked, so he's found his way on base twice. The pitch. In there. 1-1.
Precop's 1-0 pitches to 2-1 pitches have been great. It's just when he gets into two-strike count, he just can't finish off any hitters so far.
1-1. Fouled back. Rattling the fence.
Not rattling our camera this time. We're good.
Well, it's shaken, I'll tell you that much, but it hasn't shifted monumentally. At the plate, Sestowicki. 2 runners on and only 1 gone here, the 1-2 count. He's facing Precop. He's already given up 5 in this one, and this one is lofted sky high, just on the edge of the infield. Pope's under it. He makes the catch. Infield fly was called. So there's 2 outs. And still, 5 runs have been plated in the top of this inning. So the Generals have done enough to push this out of mercy rule range for now. Give themselves 2 extra innings to fight back into this one. Wisniewski sees the first pitch across for a strike. That one's in there as well. And once again, Precop facing that 2-strike count. Gonna do his best to get out of this one. 2 runners on, 0-2, 2 outs. Precop winds and delivers. Down low. The pitch. In the dirt again. And some more spillage. Socorro tried to hop to his feet and check the runner's back, but his own shoes took a Moody hop. And he somersaulted his way to the ground. Now Socorro behind the dish, and Schaefer and Wright have both made the same kerfuffle of errors.
I mean, I think we're watching the game show Wipeout. It's just the dudes face planting into the big red ball at this point.
And the count is now full, so after being down 0-2 in the count, Wisniewski has battled his way back by barely lifting the bat off his shoulder and watching Prekop spin ball after ball. The payoff pitch way inside. In fact, it drilled him. Has his hands on his knees as he catches his breath, and Prekop will wince and undo his armor. Wisniewski will wince and undo his armor, and he'll make his way over to first. Prekop seeming to ask if he's okay. As Prekop's going to perhaps have a little meeting here with a coach. No, rather he'll turn his back on him and walk to the mound.
Really?
Just new baseballs being supplied on all fronts.
I'm shocked that's not it for Prekop, in all honesty.
Yeah, I think at this point they thought, hey, we're up by 8. We might as well let this guy get out of this inning. He's got 2 outs. But the mercy rule. Think of the mercy rule. Seemingly they will not. Jorgensen's in the box now. Bases loaded.
Grand slam here would be unbelievable.
Would be something. I'll tell you that much.
So I'm personally on my feet right now, Luke. I'm feeling some adrenaline going here.
Fired up, are you?
Yeah.
1-0. This one's grounded sharply to third. It takes a wicked ricochet, and one run's going to score. Another one could play at the plate. There's not going to be one. The Gens played a pair, and they trail by 6. It's 14-8.
Chip away, chip away, chip away. Here come the Gens. Almost negating that 8-run third inning that the Mammoths had. They're already up to 7 in this frame.
It's Prekop. Stares down Socorro. Gets the signal. Winds and delivers. Outside. And I mean, you mentioned it. It is eerily similar to that 8-run inning. There were more hits than walks, but there have been a couple inning-extending errors that have just come at poor times for the Mercer Mammoths. But thanks to their big old cushion, they keep their 6-run lead. Lucara took a big hack at that one and found nothing but oxygen. So he'll dig back in.
Interesting way to put it. Nothing but oxygen.
I know there's more than just that in the air, but I've used that. I've used that on the basketball court a couple times. It works, when you airball, you get nothing but oxygen. Because usually people say nothing but net.
Yeah.
It's 2-1. Prekop trying to find his way back into this count. The pitch. Chopped right to the pitcher. Prekop has it, turns, fires. And the ball escapes just past the glove of Hughes. It's in the outfield. Runners are going to turn and score, and there's another one for the Generals. I mean, don't look now, but they got runners on second and third, and at one point trailing 14-1. They've put up an 8 spot here in the 5th. It's 14-9. If you don't like that, you don't like ECCBL baseball.
Absolutely not, and I think that's going to be it for him.
Yeah, Prekop. He'll take a place on the bench, and we'll take a break to commercial. It's 9 runs for the Generals and 14 for the Mammoths as these two do battle under the lights at Moody. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Dr. Philip Glassner. I'm a hip and knee replacement specialist at Mid-Jersey Orthopedics. We're a multi-specialty orthopedic practice with offices in Flemington, Bridgewater, and Washington, New Jersey. We have 18 fellowship-trained specialists to take care of you from your neck down to your toes. We offer conservative management such as bracing, therapy, and injections through surgical interventions as well. Our goal is to keep you active and healthy and get you back in the game. We also offer on-site digital x-ray as well as MRI. We have evening and Saturday morning office hours to assist with convenient appointment times as well as having walk-in appointments available. Call us or visit our website at midjerseyorthopedics.com so we can help you to live life better.
Back with you here at Moody Park. Giovanni Allahan, the new pitcher for the Mercer Mammoths, after his predecessor Justin Prakop gives up 7 runs, 8 runs, excuse me, to make this a 14-9 ball game. With runners on second and third, Allahan pitching at Widener University during the year, but as of right now, he's a Mercer Mammoth. Count is 1-1 with 2 gone and 2 on.
And the Mercer Mammoths kind of need him here. You want to throw up a 0. Don't look now. It's a 3-run ball game if both these runs in scoring position are knocked in here.
Allahan comes set, kicks, delivers, and it's inside.
I mean, more or less of the same. Ball, ball, ball. I mean, so we've seen a lot of them today.
Gets the signal. Fouled back. That one could have hit it. That one could have messed our camera pretty hard. All right, big reveal time. Oh, our camera is very ajar and shifted hard to the right. If you're at home, just tilt that phone, everybody.
I mean, we say that we'll fix it at the end of the inning, but I mean,
yeah, I mean the innings put about 3 years, taken about 3 years from our lives, but it's 14-9. Allahan on the mound. The stretch, the 2-2 is upstairs. So the count is full with 2 runners on and 2 outs. Allahan's payoff. Outside. And here comes Chris Salmon. You know, we don't see a lot of grand slams, but Slammin' Salmon, the nickname practically writes itself. Bases loaded, down by 5, and 2 outs. The pitch. Swing and a miss on that first offering. A left-right matchup here with Giovanni Allahan, who stretches and delivers, and it's fouled back in the direction of my car. Hopefully not aiming for my car.
let's really hope your cars are broken. Hey, at least you didn't park all the way over in Narnia. I don't know what's worse.
I was pretty far. It's over in Terabithia. Maybe not Narnia, but pretty close. The 0-2 into the dirt. Ball's loose, but ultimately doesn't go anywhere dangerous. And Socorro does a nice job putting the silencer on that one. 1-2 count here for Chris Salmon. Takes a couple of practice swings and steps into the box. That one's way outside.
I mean, it's really been just never-ending innings at this point.
And ladies and gentlemen, we're not even halfway there. At this point, we might be living on a prayer. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. He got him, and that's the end of the top of the 5th. It is a marathon, not a sprint, as the two teams have finally crossed the halfway threshold as they go to the bottom of the 5th. Thanks to 8 runs from the Trenton Generals, they trail now by just 5 as the Mammoths will take their turn to get some hacks in. We'll be back with you after this.
Hitting all four of the men.
Back with you here at Moody Park.
First baseman, number 21.
After an 8 spot in the top of the 5th, the Trenton Generals have cut this deficit to just 5. They trail the Mercer Mammoths 14-9. As Franks delivers the first pitch to open the inning, and it's in there for a called strike. We have seen in a game with, quick math, 9 half frames completed. We have seen 3 half frames have 0, 2 half frames have 8, and 1 have 5. As this one is hit sharply, it's going to be foul. Listen, not a lot of bettors in the ECCBL, but if you took the over, what a night for you. Go take all that and put it on black.
I mean, between the 13-10 game we had on Sunday and this 14-9 game, there's been no shortage of offense and bad pitching, you could say, as of recently in the ECCBL.
Franks digs in, winds, and delivers. Down low. One-two count with the St. Joe's Hawk. The stretch. Fouled back, rattling the camera some more, which we did not fix between innings. That's our bad. In the dirt again. 2-2.
I feel like Franks though overall has located his fastball a little bit better starting out this inning. He had some command problems in his last time out.
As if on cue, that one tastes dirt, and the count is full.
It's a nice way to put it. I don't know if that ball's as hungry as I am. I'm feeding for some dinner. I'll say that.
Yeah, well, I mean, you just smacked down. I was gonna ask you on air, how was the Feastables bar? I want to know your honest opinion on that because you pulled that out. You said you had a snack. You pulled out the Feastable cookies and cream Feastables bar, as there's a walk. And I look at you. I mean, unbelievable consumerism to buy Mr. Beast's candy, but nonetheless, I want to hear about it.
All right, so I was picking up something nice for my dad for Father's Day, right?
Oh,
I was trying to be a good son.
Wait, that's Sunday?
Yeah, Sunday's Father's Day.
No, I'm kidding. Don't worry, Dad.
So, yeah, picking up something nice for my dad for Father's Day. Saw a Feastables chocolate bar, so I was like, why not? Give it a shot. It was the only thing I had in my bag, so I was like, okay.
Cookies and cream flavor, though?
Yeah, I'm big cookies. I like white
big
chocolate.
Cookies and cream.
Yeah,
big white chocolate guy. I didn't know I was calling a game with Satan. That's unbelievable. It's 1-0.
Not my favorite, but it's good. I like it a lot.
I've never heard somebody describe themselves as a big white chocolate guy. That's pretty.
It's good. It's good.
It's something. It's probably of the 3 chocolates the worst. But I mean, listen, whatever floats your boat.
People will hate me, but I'm not a dark chocolate fan.
What?
Like, just straight dark chocolate.
What?
Need something else.
That's
Need something
absurd.
else.
That's absurd. That's absurd. I mean, come on. Dark chocolate is wildly superior to all other kinds of chocolate. That one's up high for the 3rd pitch in a row. It's 3-0. It blows. It's not even in milk chocolate. Milk chocolate's like painfully average, and white chocolate somehow worse. But man, dark chocolate, you must not have good dark chocolate then, or like
No, I have.
really,
I have.
and you just
Yeah.
don't. I'm stunned. The 3-0 is outside. So another walk. This time he did it on 4 pitches rather than 7. So 2 runners on here in the bottom of the 5th.
Number 44, right fielder, Torrin McKenzie.
McKenzie's up, sweeping the dirt, and stepping in.
Kenzie, one of the many guys batting 1,000 tonight. He's 2 for 2 with a walk as well.
He's got a triple to his name as well. Lots of strong contact being made. I mean, again, a lot of these runs have been because of hits and rather have been because of walks and errors. But a couple guys are really getting a nice barrel on the ball, shooting a couple doubles into the gap. Some words from the umpire. Must have been time. Franks comes, sets, gathers, checks the runners, and his pitch is outside.
2-0 already behind his Franks on the hitter.
That one's in there for a called strike. 2-1.
Give you credit. And he mentioned this earlier. Our umpire had home plate. He makes sure he knows what the call is every time, no matter what the score is, what time of day it is.
Fouled.
That's headed for a car.
That's headed for a car. Maybe one on the road even. But no alarm sound, so.
I mean, it just got sent into the abyss of darkness behind the light.
Yeah, I mean, usually the sun is set like this when we're in the 8th. But we are in the 5th, ladies and gentlemen. We have just crossed the halfway point. We're not even 2/3 done yet. The pitch. Down low, count is full. Scar on first, Hughes on second. Both drew walks in this half inning. McKenzie at the dish. The pitch. Down in the dirt. And the bases have been loaded. We are in the 5th, and the Gens have loaded the bases 4 times. We are in the 5th, and the Gens have loaded the bases 4 times. It has just been it has been a tough night for the pitchers clad in orange. And pretty soon, Coach Coryell might run out of arms. But he's coming up to Franks and just talking to him, trying to get him to dial back in.
There is an arm getting loose in the Gens bullpen down there.
Forgot my binoculars today, so I have no idea who it is. But
There's
no
also
light blue gloves, so I don't think it's Ronan Wong. It is Ronan Wong?
I think I saw 23 walking down there.
It could be Ronan Wong. Again, I'm 19, so I'm not old. But these eyes, man, I'm wearing contact lenses for a reason. Maybe that is a turquoise glove out there. But nonetheless, it's still Franks who kicks, delivers, and that one's in the dirt.
This is either going to be a strike right down the middle or a ball in the other batter's box.
Strike or a ball. Bold predictions there, and sure enough, it's a ball again in the dirt.
I would have been a winner either way.
Yeah. The 2-0. This one's fouled back, and there's a strike on the board.
I think swinging there is a bit crazy. MJ Wright trying to hit a moonshot.
MJ Wright trying to push that mercy rule threshold once again. Pitch. This one is lifted high. Is it fair? No, it's not. Sneaks over the fence. Coach Coryell was quick to tell his team, no, guys, that's out. Don't even think about it. So it's still 2-2, and the bases are loaded. Here's the stretch from Franks. This one is lifted into the gap. This could get down, and it won't. What a nice play by Schaefer. He puts on the wheels to pick that one up. Run's going to score on the sacrifice, and it's a 15-burger for the Mammoths. But a nice play by Schaefer. That ball was hit hard and far, but Schaefer scooting over there like Sonic the Hedgehog. Got under that one and made it look easy.
Number 16, the DH, Chris Babkowski.
So Chris Babkowski will come up. He's 1 for 2 on the evening. Yeah, bat's opened up with a ball up high. 2 runners on.
As Franks quickly. I mean, this is the quickest fall behind in a 3-0 count I think I've seen all day.
Franks has 1 out. Is 3-0. Inside, ball 4. And the bases are loaded. Once again. As at this point, I would like to point out a grand slam puts us past the mercy rule threshold. I just want to I'm not advocating for anything. I'm rather explaining that a grand slam puts us past the mercy rule threshold. I mean, we got Alex Bischoff playing catch with his mitt in left field. He just threw his mitt about 10 feet in the air, caught it, and then did it again. I mean, even these guys are starting to get the itch for their own beds.
I think I do see that neon blue glove coming in from the
And
bullpen
here
ring.
comes Ronan Wong in an apparent test of my colorblindness in his bright blue glove. Good for the Generals. They don't play. I don't believe the Generals play tomorrow. I don't know who they'd bring out to pitch. Harambe? I mean, at this point, who do they even have? Tomorrow's the 12th? They do not. Oh, they do. No, they do play tomorrow. The Generals play tomorrow.
We're going to have full
against the South Jersey Kings here at Moody. Goodness me, who are they going to pitch tomorrow? Wong has started multiple games for them, and he'll get some warm-up throws in, and we'll take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Back with you here at Moody Park. It is 15-9 in favor of the Mercer Mammoths. And they have the bases loaded for pinch hitter TJ Maglioso, who steps in the batter's box and faces down Ronan Wong, the pitcher from Tufts, who just came in his first offering. Where else inside? As it's a ball to start off this at-bat. Wong steps off. Trying to get that rhythm back, trying to get that feel back. Kicks and delivers. Fouled back. Maglioso took that one right off the hands, and he grimaces because of it.
That was a little camera shake. Hopefully he didn't mess it up too much.
I think it's hard to mess it up worse than it already is. We probably should have taken that pitching change opportunity, but, you know, there used to be that old fun Google trick where if you Googled the word askew, your entire screen would shift to the right. So that's basically all we've been doing here with that camera because we are shifted badly to the right now. We'll fix that between innings, fear not. But it's 2-1 right now. Ronan Wong is trying to dig in and get out of this one. A double play ball would end the inning, and a grand slam would push us to the mercy rule, at least to that threshold. It's 3-1. Wong kicks and fires. That one's fouled off.
That's headed for the parking lot.
That's one's not a parking lot with my car in it, thank goodness.
That's over by my car.
My condolences. The Cadillac?
Yeah, the Cadillac, my dad's car.
Goodness.
My Toyota RAV's been in the shop for a while.
Toyotas, man. They're great cars. 3-2 is down low, and it'll be a walk as Wong puts another one on. And it's 16-9 in favor of Mercer with one gone here in the bottom of the fifth.
Number 17, second baseman, Will Heyman.
The Mammoths, again, you know, we might sit here and grimace at the fact that we have our third 30-minute-plus inning of the game. Or we can look at the fact that the mercy rule threshold is 3 runs away. And a base-clearing double would put us there. 16-9, Mammoths lead. We are through 2 hours and 21 minutes and not even 5 full innings. That one's a swing and a miss.
I believe if the Mammoths do reach the 20-run mark, they would be the first team of this summer in the ECCBL to do so.
History, my friend. Huang's 0-2. This one's grounded up the middle. Could be 2. Comes into the chest, but they get 1, and he slips trying to get 2. And so Tomasetto is unable to turn the double play, but they get one out at second, but a run still scores. So it's now 17-9, and this basically erases any chance of a – I mean, I say that. Again, never say never, but after an 8-run top of the fifth, you thought, turning up, looking up and thinking, maybe perhaps comeback time for the Gens. But they've conceded enough runs to where they now trail by 8 again. But then again, they could put them in their 8 spot. You really never know. We're living on the edge here at Moody Park as the night breeze carries through this nice park. Many of the fans that typically dot the outfield fence have called it. The once live basketball courts over to our left have been silenced. 2-0. In there for a called strike. And all before we have reached the 6th inning. Franks kicks and delivers. Swing and a miss.
You mean Wang?
That was Wong. Excuse me. The game changer still has Franks throwing the pitch. That's what messed me up. So it's team effort. The 2-2. This was fouled off. Headed towards just 2 people trying to walk through the parking lot. They have to duck and cover. Ball seemed to have gone under a car, but it's 2-2. 2 outs and 2 on. Generals trail by 8. Wong's pitch. Outside, full. Wong comes set. Kicks, delivers. Swing and a miss. He got him. Ronan Wong gets out of the 5th inning.
For the Mammoths in the 5th.
3 runs, no hits,
There were no errors.
2 men left.
After 5.
As we go to the top of the 6th. Don't go anywhere. Back with you here at Moody, top of the 6th. Mammoths put up a trio of runs at the bottom of the 5th, so they lead by 8. As Hallahan gets things going with a pitch in there for a called strike. He's ahead in the count, 0-1.
I feel like everyone, even the audience at home, would just love a nice quick inning. Just even on both sides, Luke.
As there it is, in there, called strike 2.
Don't jinx it too soon.
Hallahan's facing Plopper right now in the battle of the J names. Giovanni tickles the dirt on the outside, so it'll be 1-2. Pitch. In the dirt again, and up comes a cloud. 2-2 even now. Hallahan came out to this at-bat with an 0-2 lead in the count. Gave it up. This one's grounded to short, collected by Pope. No, rather he fumbled the ball. So Ploppert will reach first safely. As it just continues to be a tough night in the field for both these teams.
Number 2, center fielder, James Schaefer.
Schaefer's going to come up now. He's had a collection of nice plays with the glove and center field. As the runner goes, Ploppert, and the pitch gives Schaefer a shave and actually cracks him in the face. Ball's loose. Rather, they're not going to say it hit Schaefer. It sure looked like it did. It must have popped off the glove of Socorro. It's hard to see with the fence right in front of me, but regardless.
Schaefer also has the wipe out of the night over in center field early in the game.
Yeah. I mean, it's up there with Socorro's wipeout trying to throw out a runner earlier. That one almost gives him a shave again. And Hallahan asks for a new ball and then almost hits him a third time. Goodness, Schaefer's ducking and covering back there. He's going to hear the choppers every time he steps into the bat against Hallahan. Two-0. Hallahan kicks and delivers. Outside. 3-0. Checks the runner. Runner goes. The throw to third. No, he's safe, rather. Seemingly, it looked like a quick out, but Ploppert got just under the tag from Bazzoni, and he's 90 feet from scoring as Schaefer takes his base over to first on the walk. And Luke Guire comes up to bat now. The righty steps in. Lefty, rather, excuse me. It's been a long game. With runners in the corners and nobody gone. Pitch is outside. Hallahan kicks, delivers, and that one's outside again. But rather, it got the edge of the zone. Looked like it in the same spot to me. But Blue saw something different. Counts even for Guire now, 1-1. Swing and a miss. That one, they're going to say it's a hard swing. And a third strike. Guire not necessarily agreeing with that call, but it's the first out of the inning. So he shares a little high five.
Number 34.
With Bischoff.
Fielder Alex Bischoff.
And so Bischoff's into the batter's box now. That one's up high. Schaefer on first, Ploppert on third. Giovanni Hallahan, the Widener product, on the mound. That one's high again. Two-0. Outside, it'll be 3-0. Could we see it, G? Could we see bases loaded once again?
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's going to happen.
3-0. Sure
There you
enough,
go. What did I say?
down low, and unless my memory fails me, we have had, wait, let's top of the six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 of the 11 half innings we've played tonight, the bases have been loaded at one point. Goodness gracious me.
Wow.
As that pitch escapes, and a run will be plated. As the Gens get one back at 17-10 now. It's a football score. 2 touchdowns and a field goal, reigning supreme over a touchdown and a field goal. Mind you, the hit number of either team has not changed since the 4th inning. Top of the 5th, rather. Still been 6 hits to 9 hits. As that one is fouled away.
Camera's getting even more messed up.
Camera's getting even more messed up. At this point, I'm going to take matters in my own hands.
Let's do it.
1-1. Yes, I'm calling the game. Oh, I put the camera in a perfect position, and that one's in there for a called strike. How about that? You know, it's the little things that just bring a tear to your eye, and I have put that camera in a flawless spot on the first try. It is not easy. It is not easy to be this good. 1-2, Hallahan. This one is lined. Could get down, and it will. No, what a catch. Nice play there and right. The run will tag home. McKenzie just extended. Took a really weird angle on that one, but extended and brought in the ball. Sosowski will come up with a runner on second. Wisniewski, rather. With a runner on second. And his team trailing by 6. It's 11-17. This one's fouled back.
Oh, no.
And all my hard work is – actually, the camera looks fine. The camera looks fine. I was just about to say that all my hard work was for naught. But the camera can take a beating back there sometimes. The 0-1 from Hallahan. Checks the runner. The runner goes. That one's inside, swinging a miss, firing over to third, not in time. As Bischoff reaches third safely, he's 90 feet away. O2 count. This one's popped up in the infield, calling for it and making the catch. And that'll do it for the top of the 6th. We move to the bottom of the 6th. It is Generals 11, Mammoths 17. In a high-scoring affair here at Moody Park. Don't go anywhere.
Just in the top.
Back with you here in the bottom of the 6th. The Mammoths have 17, and the Generals have 11. In a high-scoring affair, the highest scoring of this summer so far in the ECCBL. And without a doubt, the highest scoring game we've had at Moody Park in 365 days. First pitch of the at-bat is in there for a strike. Still Ronan Wong, the lefty. Pitched for the Tufts Jumbos this past spring. Had a couple nice outings. For the most part, though, was up and down. This one is fouled. Wong's ahead in the count, 0-2. The stretch, this one's grounded, and it's into the outfield for a base hit. So the hitting numbers will change for the first time in multiple innings, despite runs by either side. As a leadoff single.
Number 5, shortstop, Jake.
From Mullern. Brings Pope to the plate with a runner on first and nobody gone. The pitch. Up high. For those who have missed our Mercy Rule ramblings, If a team is up by 10 runs or more at the conclusion of the 7th inning, we do not play the 8th or the 9th. This game was in that form briefly. And then 8 runs on the top of the 5th from the Trenton Generals prevented that from being the case. But 4 runs here from the Mammoths would do the trick to push us to the mercy rule threshold. And they've got a runner on first, and they're ahead in the count 2-1. Pope's 0 for 3, one of the few few Mammoths without a hit. That one's down low. 3-1. Wong winds and delivers. This one is ripped, but it'll be foul. Carrying and sending fans running to go get a baseball.
You see that umpire wants Plopper to get back to his position over in right field. He wants to keep this game moving.
Count is full. Runners on first. Nobody gone. Wong comes set and then throws over to first. Trying to keep Muller in there. Wong loves himself a step off and a throw over every now and then. But the southpaw now comes set and delivers. Ball high, and there's the 4th ball. The at-bat will put 2 runners on with nobody gone as we reach an unprecedented 8th half frame with the bases loaded. We have 7 out of 11 so far. Pretty incredible stuff, if you ask me.
Jack Hughes.
So Jack Hughes, as the runners go, and Hughes rips one that could get down, and it does. Around third and coming home is Muller, and Pope's going to go to third. The ball gets away from Bischoff and left. Hughes still moving. He'll get to second standing, and 2 runs will score as the Mammoths played a pair here in the bottom of the 6th and extend their lead to 8 with a runner on second and nobody gone. A tough play out there in the field. Bischoff couldn't quite get a handle on it.
31.
And it resulted in 2 runs for the Mammoths and a runner on second.
Socorro.
So Joey Socorro is at the dish now. The pitch. Fouled it away. Socorro in the batter's box. 0-1. Fouled away again. Got a similar look at the first 2 pitches. Fouled them back in similar positions. What does that tell you about that 3rd pitch that might be coming?
I think that Zwang, I don't know. You could go either way. You could try and overpower him with the fastball upstairs, or you could go with the break stuff down, try and change something.
And this one is lifted. It could drop, and it does. Gets down in center field. Schaefer came on to it, but couldn't go all the way. So Socorro reaches first, and we have neared that mercy rule threshold like we talked about. Runners on first and second. Just 2 runs would push us to that mercy rule.
With the man batting 1,000 on the day, too, here in Torrin McKenzie.
And this one is grounded up the third baseline, just foul. They've got me leaning forward in my chair for the first time in a long time. I'll tell you that much. It's 0-1 to McKenzie, who made a nice play in the field. Last half inning, extended that glove hand and snagged it, but he's going to walk over to his dugout, kind of limping. Sort of. Going to make sure he's okay. Seems to switch his bat out. Must have cracked. Maybe the new one's magic. You never know. McKenzie steps in. It's an 0-1. Wong, the lefty, staring him down. The 0-1. Outside. Wong's 1-1. Runner goes from second to third. It's fouled back as the umpire took one hard. Unsure of exactly where it struck him, but he's walking it off. Gave him a hard 90 to first. He's going to give him a hard 90 back. Says he's okay. Always good things to hear. So it'll be 1-2 on McKenzie. Long on the bump. The pitch. This one is grounded up the middle. Could be 2. Tomasetto flips and fires. Jorgensen over to first. They got him. So a double play snuffs out further runs potentially in the inning, but still just 90 feet away stands Jack Hughes. No, not the hockey player.
Left fielder, MJ Wright.
As MJ Wright digs into the box, still a 2-run homer would push this to mercy rule threshold. And we've seen a collection of 2-out rallies so far in this one. Wong staring down right, the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Way out in front of that one was right.
What you call a fan right there, Luke. Just blow the express right by him.
1-1. Swing and a miss again, that time outside.
Yeah,
Wong perhaps infuses some confidence after that double play.
most definitely. He's rolling now.
The 1-2. This one is hit off the end of the bat, high. Under it is Schaefer. He'll come in and he'll make the catch, and that'll do it for the bottom of the 6th. 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 man left.
In the 6th, 2 runs on 3 hits.
As we go to the top of the 7th, it's Mammoths 19,
The Mammoths.
Generals 11.
Generals 11.
Back with you here at Moody Park into the top of the 7th. We're 3 outs away from stretching, as it's 11-9 in favor of the Mercer Mammoths. First pitch of the inning from Giovanni Hallahan is swung on and missed. Hallahan trying to do his best to match the prowess, as that one's in there for a called strike, to match the prowess of what was just an incredible start from Anthony Ungaro. You could never imagine it based on the 11 runs on the board, but Ungaro was nails tonight through 4.
Absolutely. I mean, you look at the runs, 0-0, 1-0 in his 4 innings of work. And then the second he came out, woof, look away.
As the strikeout there from Hallahan.
It's the quickest out I think we've had all day.
It's hard to disagree with that, especially it's got to be the quickest out we've had since Ungaro sat down, because he was chopping them down like trees on a, man, I lost the metaphor. Here's the 0-0, swing and a miss. That butt gets by the catcher. Sometimes I start a metaphor and I have no idea where it's going.
Happens, man. Happens to the best of us.
The 0-1. Inside.
Thought
Counts even.
That one looked good, just missed.
It was good framing from Socorro. and could have snagged that inside corner. The umpire has nowhere to be. 1-1 from Hallahan. In there, as indicated by the boisterous call. It's 1-2. Hallahan kicks, delivers, and this one's grounded sharply and out of the infield and into the outfield. It'll roll into the glove of McKenzie, and there's a base hit. Lucara rocking the GoPro cam. All right, he's not anymore. He was for a couple innings. No longer is he. And perhaps it was bad luck because he comes in, steps up, and we have a pinch hitter for the Trenton Generals.
Pinch hitting for the Generals, number 12, Santino Zarecki.
Santino Zarecki is going to come in. The Fairleigh Dickinson commit just joining the ECCBL after being in the state playoffs with Seton Hall Prep. His alma mater, but he could have ground into adult play here. And there it is. Nice play. A twirling pirouette throw from Jake Pope. And in and out of the inning is sooner than you can say beef stroganoff are the Mercer Mammoths as we go to the bottom of the 7th. 2 runs from the Mammoths would push us to mercy and end the game. And anything less than that, and we go through 9. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Back with you here at the bottom of the 7th. The Mammoths looking to extend their already 8-run lead to a further 10 and have this game be our first mercy rule of the summer. Pitch from Wong, down low. So it starts off 1-0. Wong matched up here against Tyler Tucker. Bates College for the Bobcats this year for Tucker, who lifts that one high and shallow into center field, coming onto it and under it, and the catch will be made as there's one gone here in the bottom of the 7th. Plopper did a nice job just seeing that one all the way through, not really losing it in the lights. And there's one away.
TJ Maglioso.
TJ Maglioso comes in, Central Connecticut State this past spring. Going into his sophomore year there, first pitch of the AB, drops in for a called strike. Hails from Millstone, New Jersey. As the 0-1's low. Wong still digging in here. 25 pitches to his name.
Make that 26 on that ball.
1-1. Poked off the end of the bat. Under it is Ploppert. He waves his arm, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away in quick succession here in the bottom of the 7th. That mercy rule seems to be slipping out of the fingers.
Number 17, second baseman, Will Heyman.
Looks like we're going to be with you for the full 9 tonight, folks.
That one's poked foul.
That side of the parking lot again.
Thankfully, nowhere near a car, it seems. Will Heyman hails from Princeton, New Jersey. Great little town. Finance major over there at DeSales University. Not a sales major, unfortunately. The 0-1. This one is swung on and lifted in the outfield. Coming on is Schaefer. He's under it, and he makes the catch. And in probably the quickest inning of the evening.
By far.
By far.
There were no errors and
The side is retired by Wong, and the Mammoths go down 1-2-3. But we'll be with you for the full 9, and we'll be right back after this short break. Don't go anywhere. It's 19 for the Mammoths and 11 for the Generals.
Hi, my name is Dr. Philip Glassner. I'm a hip and knee replacement specialist at Mid-Jersey Orthopedics. We're a multi-specialty orthopedic practice with offices in Flemington, Bridgewater, and Washington, New Jersey. We have 18 fellowship-trained specialists to take care of you from your neck down to your toes. We offer conservative management such as bracing, therapy, and injections through surgical interventions as well. Our goal is to keep you active and healthy and get you back in the game. We also offer on-site digital x-ray as well as MRI. We have evening and Saturday morning office hours to assist with convenient appointment times, as well as having walk-in appointments available. Call us or visit our website at midjerseyorthopedics.com so we can help you to live life better.
Back with you here, top of the 8th at Moody Park. Going to get a pinch hitter to lead off for the Trenton Generals. Fouls that first one back. It's Henry Ayers, committed to Middlebury. Another one of the Seton Hall prep kids. Just got done with their season. Had a great year over there for the Pirates. 468 average, 20 RBIs. Walked 14 times. Ranked the #2 team in New Jersey prior to their departure from the state playoffs. And the 0-1 inside. Cross paths with a lot of Seton Hall prep guys in my day, thanks to rowing, not to baseball, but a lot of good guys coming from that academy. As that'll be outside. It's 2-1. Inside. Had Ayers doing some happy feet. As there's the walk on 5 pitches. So Ayers will take his base over to first. And Hallahan puts the first runner on.
Number 11, right fielder, Jack Plopper.
Hallahan's up to 46 pitches in just 2.1 innings of work. As that one's in there for a called strike.
Nice located fastball down there by Hallahan. Still painting that down in the right corner. We'll say no bullpen action for either team. So it looks like these two guys are going the rest of the distance for both these teams.
Probably just due to the lack of arms more than anything at this point. Both these teams play tomorrow. This is the 1-1. Foul tip.
We'll say that looking ahead into the weather report this Saturday, looks like it's going to be a rain out. So these teams luckily may be able to get saved with a nice rest day on Saturday.
Doesn't prevent the matchups we got going tomorrow. Capitals against the Mammoths at 6:30. And the South Jersey Kings will face off against the Generals at the same time. One of those games here at Moody. Our partners, Ben Chadwick and Jack Kemler, will be with you for that one. That one's fouled
I
off.
believe it's the Kings game is going to be here at Moody tomorrow.
Checks out. Usually the one on the bottom of the schedule. It's here at Moody. The
Yeah,
top
it's going
one's
to be the Kings at the Generals, 6:30 o'clock.
over there at Montgomery High School. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Ball in the dirt, but still got him. So retired is Ploppert. And up to hit comes James Schaefer. He had had a bit of a wipeout there in center field, but ultimately has had a pretty good game in the field. As this one is popped up. Coming on to his Mullen and right. They're converging. And Mulliner makes the catch right in front of a deer that is walking through just past the outfield fence. Yeah, you can see it, G, out there?
Yeah, I can. Right
I'm going to see if our camera can pick it up. No, I don't think it can. Yeah, sometimes the camera even has problems picking up the baseball. But there is a deer making his way past that red sign out there in the outfield, just between left and center. Now the deer is breaking to that left foul pole, and he's still going. This one's poked away. The deer is at the 30, the 40. As he moves past, now Wildflower's in. He's getting closer and closer to that foul pole. Maybe smells something. Not seeming to make any move to go up the hill and watch this game. Unfortunate for him. It's been a high-scoring offensive barn burner, to say the least. 19-11 in favor of the Mercer Mammoths. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. He got him, and that's the half inning. After giving up the leadoff walk, some nice ABs from Giovanni Hallahan, and we go to the bottom of the 8th as this game has settled in. It's Mercer 19, Trenton 11.
Hi, my name is Dr. Philip Glassner. I'm a hip and knee replacement specialist at Mid-Jersey Orthopedics. We're a multi-specialty orthopedic practice with offices in Flemington, Bridgewater, and Washington, New Jersey. We have 18 fellowship-trained specialists to take care of you from your neck down to your toes. We offer conservative management such as bracing, therapy, and injections through surgical interventions as well. Our goal is to keep you active and healthy and get you back in the game. We also offer on-site digital x-ray as well as MRI. We have evening and Saturday morning office hours to assist with convenient appointment times, as well as having walk-in appointments available. Call us or visit our website at midjerseyorthopedics.com so we can help you to live life better.
After 3 quick frames, we pick you up here in the bottom of the 8th. Ronan Wong still on the mound as we get a quick timeout as we discard a baseball using a warm-up. Unfortunately, the deer that was parading around beyond the left field fence is gone. Going home to eat and go to bed, and hopefully me and you will do that soon.
Hopefully.
11-19 our scores. Wong's first pitch at the bottom of the 8th is in the dirt for a ball. It's 1-0 count. Wong inside again. Wong's 2-0. Drop that one in for a strike. Forces a step off and a reset from Dom Vazzoni, the Stockton University third baseman. His Stockton teammate, Anthony Ungaro, had a really nice start tonight. As that one's ripped down the line, it'll be foul.
Nice piece of hitting there.
Yeah. Vazzoni hailing from the nearby Trenton, New Jersey. Solid game in the hot corner today. Two. Long steps and fires. Got him on the outside corner, and that'll be a strikeout looking for Ronan Wong. A jumbo pitch for the Tufts pitcher. And he retires the first batter of the bottom of the 8th. There's one gone.
Center fielder, Ray Mulhern.
And up comes Ray Mullern. Sal Virginia. He's made his presence felt on this game for sure. Quick running around the base paths, quick bat speed in the box. Been a night to remember for him.
Sure, 3 for 4 on the day. Unreal day. Make it 4 for 5.
That'll boost the average more than anything. Floats it into center field, and it's a base hit.
Shortstop, Jake Pope.
At this point, any hit or any 10-run lead for the Mammoths would end this game due to the mercy rule.
Really?
Yes, it still applies in any inning after the 7th if they ever reach 10. That one snaps in there for a ball. So, you know, a deep drive to left center field could make this a 21-11 ball game. It could send us home. But it's 2-0 right now, and Wong's pitch is outside. It'll be 3-0. Pitch from Wong. Got him on a strike, so it's in there. 3-1. One gone, one on. The 3-1. Inside, ball 4. And taking his base is Jake Pope. And up to hit now, Jack Hughes.
Number 21, first baseman, Jack Hughes.
Wong checks the runners and puts one in there for a strike. It's impressive the umpire hasn't lost his voice. Every strike in the zone is met with a "huh." It's the exact noise he makes. I thought that was a pretty good impression.
It was. He's loud, man. I give this guy credit. He's got passion.
As that one sent into the night, could get past the outfielders, and it does off the wall. Here comes Pope rounding third. This could be the mercy rule. Pope's going to dig in. He's got 45 feet to cover. He gets there standing. And the mercy rule has been met. 3 hours and 4 minutes and 8 innings of 32 combined runs between these two teams. And we have hit the mercy rule, ladies and gentlemen. They said it would never happen, and yet it has. History here at Moody Park, the first mercy rule game of the summer.
I have seen enough to know that I have seen enough.
We have seen everything in this one. We've seen projectile vomit on the mound. We've seen doubles. We've seen triples. We didn't even see wipeouts. We've seen wipeouts. We didn't even see a home run. We saw only 21 combined hits and 32 combined runs. And we saw 3 hours of our life we'll never get back, but there wouldn't be anybody I'd rather be sitting next to you for it. What a game. 32 combined runs between these two teams. It is the Trenton Generals finishing this one with 11. It is the Mercer Mammoths finishing this one with 21 as the two teams will talk it over. Come out here tomorrow and play. But that's it for us tonight from Moody Park. My name is Luke Lender. Thank you